Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike,
I'm Jay.
and we together hug and cuddle when no one's watching.
Mbabawa. Mbabawa.
It's not
Bubble
true.
Bee Tuna.
It's not true. We don't
Bubble
cuddle.
Bee Tuna.
We do other stuff.
Hope you guys are doing fantastical this Wednesday night. Hopefully the internet gods stay with us and nothing untoward happens. I don't want another repeat of last week, okay? And I apologize for freaking out about those wonderful late night hosts that have saved humanity. I don't.
I put up a clip from the show and someone was like, why don't you put up Jay's rant? I was like, well, I can't. It's illegal in 12 states.
It probably is illegal in 12 states in one country. It probably is. Yeah. Let's not do that. Also, by the way, if you guys don't know, I want to start this out with a good thing. It's a nice thing because usually I'll always bring you guys stories that are depressing and somewhat sad. But this one's a really cool thing. So apparently GTA 6 is coming out, supposedly still, hopefully, in November of this year. And there was a fan that's unfortunately terminal that got the news he was terminal of cancer, I assume. And they worked out something with Rockstar Games to where he got to play the game early. So it was a good story. It's a nice story. Good for them.
I thought that was AI.
No, that's real. The Ubisoft guy, somebody over at Ubisoft reached out to the guys over at Rocksteady and they made it happen. Or Rockstar Games, sorry, Rockstar. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, it'd only be a sad story if it turns out the game sucked.
Well, yeah, well, he's like, I can't wait. Take me. Just take me out. Also, by the way, hopefully this doesn't screw the internet up a little bit. This is coming in your mouth. On your screen soon. Look.
Not long ago, when times
Make
were
it big.
This was a healthy breakfast. This was a powerful workout. And this was a hero. Perhaps now more than ever, we need that kind of hero again.
I like it. I like it. It doesn't make you gay at all for being slightly pumped up by a man in pink tights, white tights.
Yeah,
sure.
What you think about? Good. The only thing is this, dude. The only thing is when they actually showed like some of the graphics, it's like that washed out gray fake Guardians look. That's the only thing I don't like. But I like the look of the guy. Some people were saying he wasn't big enough.
Debbie Downer, would you like to take a dump in my cereal this morning?
I'm not the only one. The stinkhead here says, I don't even care about He-Man, but come on, where are the colors? Why are movies like this so allergic to anything besides washed out gray? And he does have a point.
That guy has a porn addiction, clearly. That's all his opinion is disregarded. I
like the rest of it, though.
I like that when it started off, it was like, remember a time when this was considered healthy. It's almost like they're spoofing the idea, like a big bowl of Lucky Charms cereal with all the sugar additives. Like back in the day in the 80s when you would wake up and eat pure crap. And then you would be like, I can't cuss, guys. All right. I know it sounds unnatural coming out of my mouth when I have to use other words. I don't like saying duty. I like to say the other word. It's S-H-I-I-T. Anyhow, I just think it was cool. I don't know. I like it. Now again, remember Jared Leto is a part of this. So pray to the heroin goddesses and gods of the day that he got enough of a fix to be good.
You notice he was missing. He was missing at the first episode.
They didn't show him. Well, they don't want to reveal, their prime piece of Skeletor.
I'm sure he'll be in the trailer tomorrow, though.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure, or you'll hear his voice or something.
I'm putting you on the spot here. You should do a little trailer reaction poo.
I don't know. Depends on how hungover I am. We'll find out. By the way, I don't want to this is really screwing up my internet on this side. So Polygon released an article, not just them. There's other people that talked about the internet is rightfully freaking out about the latest DCU Batman movie update. Did you guys hear about this? James Gunn has hired a writer for the new Batman film in which they're going to introduce Damian Wayne to the fans, to the masses. But what the fans are PMSing about, which again, it's a time to be scared. The person they hired to be the writer is the person that worked on The Flash and also worked on, what else did they work on?
PP in my butt 7.
PP in the butt 7. And that was not as good as part 6, the urine stain. So yeah, but she is apparently a really bad pick for this movie. And people are saying what the ever living sinful nature of James Gunn has he allowing on the screen. I don't know.
She's cute though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, she
I'll give her
definitely
that.
looks like, yeah, she looks like she could fly without an airplane. Her ears are just, she looks Dumbo, dude. I don't know. I don't really. Big
Oh,
ass ears, like
Mr. Negative Pants over here.
I'm talking about a movie. You're
Jeez.
talking about ooey girls. Let's talk about the movie.
I think that she has lovely ears. All right, you piece of crap, you piece of poop.
Yeah, but if it gets too windy, you should take off like a kite. This bitch just start flapping. Anyway, who cares? I'm not here to talk about her looks. I'm talking about her work. And apparently her work sucks. And people are mad about it.
Let's look it up. Because I actually did. Christina Hotzel.
So she did The Flash, the Annie Muschietti movie. She wrote that. And there was another one that she just did that was not as good either. Oh, Birds of Prey.
I like Birds of Prey. You haven't even watched it.
God, what a feminist turd you are. Your titties.
There's nothing feminist about that movie just because it features women in it. Jesus Christ. Next he's going to rant that they can vote.
What?
How dare they be in movies?
Not in this
about
state.
Female superhero characters.
Not in this household. No. Yeah, if you want to be, I'm all for women's suffrage. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. I know all about it. No, I know. I never watched. I saw clips of Birds of Prey. It wasn't my type of movie. I know that some people liked it, but anyway, people are not happy or satisfied with this choice of a writer. They are not happy with this at all. And I got to be honest with you. If you saw The Flash, are we turning it into a joke? Like, what's going to happen here?
So yeah, she's written Shut In. I do remember Shut In. It was a piece of poop. I didn't see Unforgettable, or maybe I did and I just forgot it. She wrote Bumblebee, which I never cared about seeing at all. I like Birds of Prey. And to be fair, now look at me taking up for James Gunn. To be fair, the screenplay wasn't really a problem in The Flash. It was Ezra Miller, and it was the direction, and it was the graphics, right? Like there was no like really cringy lines in it. I don't remember.
I feel like the movie was directionless as hell. I mean, there was parts of it that were good, but I feel like they handled a lot of it really poorly. But
yeah,
I don't know. But the point being is that she's not a good fit. What they're saying for Batman, and that's what people are mad about. And like you could have picked. You probably had a slew of writers that are more talented that would be better to do the job, and you chose this where it's like, well, are you doing like? And she also worked under the Snyder like umbrella, kind of. Why would you want to be a? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, and it's even weirder that they brought her in when they did, man, because like, okay, so like when you look at the article that they said, they also give a hint that Muschietti may not be directing this thing after all. And again, I throw it back on James Gunn because when they pitched this, it was one of the first movies they pitched. And now they're saying, well, we just now brought a new writer in. DC won't answer any questions about this. They won't comment about it. They won't say how far along the script was. Yeah. They won't talk about it at all. James Gunn openly said a couple weeks ago that he basically said, I have no idea what to do with Batman. I can't figure it out, even though he's the head of DC, which should alarm people, but we're not allowed to talk bad about James Gunn to some people. But you know, they also say now that Muschietti remains on board, but his ultimate involvement depends on several factors, including timing and availability, because it was such a big hit. And they just announced season 2.
I'm very busy with my work on the clown and makeup. Do you know who I am? I'm Andy Muschietti. I don't care about the bat that flies at night. Stupid. Again, I know that's not how he talks. I know that.
But yeah, so they don't even know if Muschietti's directing it. Dude, to me, it seems like Batman the Brave and the Bold. It seems like James Gunn has no idea in Titty Town what's going on with this, and that should alarm people.
I feel like I think what's happening to it. I mentioned this before. I think he's under a tremendous amount of pressure to make Batman good, like any director would be, but he's kind of out of his element because it's like James Gunn is a good director. Don't get me wrong; he has made good movies before, and then he has worked on some good movies. Dawn of the Dead, he wrote that. I thought that was a great movie back in the day, and he also did great with Guardians of the Galaxy. But if you look at those films, right, Guardians of the Galaxy, Peacemaker, things like that, and there's nothing wrong with them. And I know that Peacemaker's a TV show, but still, those are mid-tier characters, right? He's never had the spotlight directly in his face, like a full-on facial from the audience, and be like, "Give me what I want," and that means Batman. And you gotta your nuts got to be twisted on tight to make that work. Because if you screw that up, you're going to be another Schumacher that people are going to laugh at and be like, what is this horseshit? I think that, honest to God, dude, the success of Gunn really will depend on his portrayal of Batman. Like, that's the glue that ultimately is going to decide it.
If he makes it that long. Honest to God, if he makes it that long. His deal was only 2 more years. So it's really good. If Supergirl comes out and it's dog do, they could kick him to the curb.
Well,
They
maybe
could-
they
could.
might be like, but Supergirl's one of those. I mean, I don't know. I know they're like Supergirl's a popular character and whatnot, but it's not like it's Batman's Batman. Like
Yeah.
it's a totally different ball game when you're doing that. But also, I don't see him going anywhere. I think they're going to give him a shot. But the Robert Pattinson Batman film is coming out.
Yeah.
And
they said they
overshadows
want to
it.
give that some space to breathe or whatever.
That's what they
I just don't
said.
know. Yeah, I just don't know how you even start a DC universe without one of its main pieces, dude. You know what I mean? Like that.
Well,
just
they wanted
doesn't
to
make any
establish
sense to me.
Superman first, which I get. I mean, that's what they tried
Yeah.
to do with Man of Steel. And then I always felt like, and I love Zack Snyder's portrayal of Batman. Ben Affleck was awesome as Batman, no doubt about it. One of the best on-screen adaptations of Frank Miller's Batman, period. Maybe the only one that was perfect. But originally, and I agree with what they should have done, is Snyder wanted to establish Superman first with Henry Cavill, which he did, which Man of Steel, I don't care what anybody says, was an amazing movie. They should have moved on and done a Man of Steel 2 without Batman's involvement. I think they screwed up with BVS, even though I liked portrayal of Ben Affleck. I feel like they should have let it cook a little bit more. Simmer, make the chili hot, and then strike. And then
that's what spicy meatball.
I think that's what they should have done, and maybe that's what Gunn wants to do. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that his nutsack sweat.
Yeah, and let me ask you this: this is like if you're a Batman fan, if you're a fan of Batman, then you should be asking yourself this: has James Gunn ever made a movie that fits with what Batman is? He's always made janky, and I mean that in a good way in most cases, janky, silly, irreverent. You kind of touched on this earlier, like his stuff is not stuff. I mean, other than Superman, obviously he did it with Superman and it worked for most things, but like his stuff usually has a very specific feel, look, and all that. He kind of follows I'm not saying he's a one-trick pony. You could argue that, but
he's not.
You know,
but you got to get. He's not writing this. Right,
Batman doesn't fit in that. Yeah.
Well, the lady's writing it, so hopefully, I mean, maybe it'll be good. Maybe we'll be shocked and it'll be good. I don't think so, but maybe it will be. And then whoever
he didn't write Supergirl either, and it looks just like Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think he wrote Supergirl. I could be wrong.
Well, it's got to fit into the aesthetic maybe of the universe that he's building, but I don't know. I think James Gunn can write like. I know what you're talking about. You're thinking like he writes too cartoony, like he writes too slapsticky or something. Like
just kind of silly. He did not write.
But he did write Dawn of the Dead though.
He was one of the writers in Dawn of the Dead.
Well, I know, but maybe he was the best part. We don't know.
Could be.
I mean, and he's done other stuff before. I don't know his entire IMDb off the top of my head, but I'm sure he's done and worked on other things before that I just can't think of. But I don't know. Yeah, I think that if you drop the ball with Batman, your battering is cooked. I think you're toast. I don't think it's going to be good. Again, you can look at Joel Schumacher for the perfect example. Joel Schumacher is an incredible director, responsible for amazing movies. He did Phone Booth. He did Lost Boys. He's done a bunch of stuff that was amazing. But then he got the asterisk because of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, and he screwed up Batman.
Yeah. And also, like, if you're building a universe, and that's his whole thing, and your Batman, not Robert Pattinson's Batman, is terrible, and nobody wants to see him in any of the movies, and you've already established them, I mean, you are up butt creek. The only thing they could do then is some multiverse stuff and wipe out that Batman, or Warner Brothers could go the route that they went with Batgirl and never release the movie.
No,
because they know it would tank their whole universe.
It'd be way too expensive. They can't write that shit off. That'd be way too expensive.
Yeah, I mean, think.
Well, here's the thing. What if the concept of the idea going forward is really awful? They're like, well, this isn't going to work, and they just cannibalize Matt Reeves' Batman and push him into the James Gunn universe.
I really think that may be where we're headed. Like, I think James Gunn seems completely rudderless with what he wants to do, and I don't think it's that crazy to imagine them doing that and just wiping out the idea of creating a new Batman because they already.
But the problem is, would they run Matt Reeves out? Because Matt Reeves, I'm like, I don't want to do that. Because remember what happened with Ant-Man back in the day? Edgar Wright was going to do Ant-Man, but he wanted to make his own standalone Ant-Man that had nothing to do with the overall MCU. He just wanted to do his own thing, and they're like, no, it's got to be a part of this whole crew, this whole cadre of things. And like, he's like, nah, fuck it, I'm out. And then he was gone, and then we never got to see Edgar Wright's Ant-Man.
Could it be? Are we choppy, by the way? Is anybody else's feed choppy? I feel like we're choppy.
No, I'm straight.
Well, we all know that's not true, but like, the video feed.
It is true.
Also, let me know if my sound's off because I've been messing with it again. So if it's too loud or too silent, then just tell me in the chat, please, por favor. We suck at our jobs, just like James Gunn. Just kidding. It was a joke.
Well, but that's what the hot news is about James Gunn's right now is that the internet's not too pleased with his choice of writer. I know the internet really wasn't happy with Muschietti being tapped to be the director either. So I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I do hope it's good. I'm going to root for it. But yeah, I just hope they get a different cinematographer, special effects guy.
I wonder what they're gonna.
Flash
I wonder if they're
looked
gonna go with like the
poo.
Neil Adams Batman, where it's like blue underwear on the outside and like gray, like blue suit Batman.
That's how I'm imagining Brave and the Bold. And obviously they're bringing Damian in, which could tank the movie no matter how good the Batman is. Having a Robin is always the dangerous thing, especially when it's Damian. It worked for the animated films doing the whole Damian storyline, but will it work for a movie? I don't know, Jim.
By the way, if you guys don't know, Neil Adams was an amazing artist for DC that worked on Batman comic books in the 70s and 80s a little bit. Awesome artwork, amazing drawing. A lot of people still reference Neil Adams as far as like one of the best illustrators of Batman. And there's nothing wrong with the blue suit. All right, I kind of like it. It's kind of cool to see the midnight blue, but I'm used to like the Michael Keaton black and the yellow bat symbol. But if you do it right, I think it could work. I'm not talking about doing the Adam West spandex stuff. Like that would be if he went that direction, it would be awful. It would be like I don't think he'd be that stupid. I just don't. I don't think James Gunn would ever go that far. Like to where it's like, no, we're gonna do straight spandex with the underwear on the outside.
Yeah, and I think that's why they're having such trouble with the script. I think he's hoping someone's going to write him something great, and he hasn't found it yet. So they just keep bringing on new people.
Do you like the idea that they're going to introduce Damian Wayne?
I don't know. I don't love it, but it worked in the animated movies. You know,
listen. I know that there's fans of Damian. I fucking hate that snot-nosed bitch, dude. I hate Damian Wayne's ass, dude. He's such an annoying motherfucker. He's nowhere near Tim Drake cool. He's not near the Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson's more of a son to Bruce Wayne than that little piece of shit. You're not my dad. I was raised by the League of Shadows. That's all he does, whiny ass whore. I don't want to see that nonstop throughout the movie. That's what I don't want to see, where Batman's trying to run around like the disgruntled father, like I have to protect Damian. And then it's like, I don't want to see that shit. Hopefully it doesn't go in like where it's basically like, you know, Damian's Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, and then Batman's running around trying to keep his child and without going too far.
Yeah, that's true. Honest to God, dude,
like, make it fucking Dutch with Ed O'Neill.
They could make it funny. They could make it really funny, the stuff between the like the stepkid and the dad, because they could be on crime scenes and stuff, and he's talking back and he does that like shizzy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they wanted to add jokes in and make it funny, that could possibly work. We're sketching a little Marvel territory here a little bit when you get into that sort of thing, though. But I don't know. Like dude, the only time I think it's necessary to bring in Robin is if you're doing the Death in the Family storyline, which Snyder was going to do if they gave him the choice, if they gave him the time. Any other version of Robin, I could just do without on screen. I really could. It's like seeing Uncle Ben die again. I'm like, I don't need to see that either. You know?
Yeah, I would love to see an adaptation of Death in the Family, or Long Halloween would be really cool. Or what's the other one? I don't know. There's a bunch of them. I don't know. I will see what happens. I'm just not a huge fan of Damian Wayne. And also, it's going to make you wonder, is Nightwing going to show up? Because he's got to, right? Because if he's on to Damian Wayne, that means he's trained Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Tim Drake, because Damian was the newest iteration of Robin. So they're going to have all of them in there, and the Bat family.
Especially starting out with Robin, I think is a mistake as your DC Universe's Batman. Honest to God, you shouldn't plug Robin into this bitch until Batman's like on his 10th movie and stuff's getting, and you really are struggling with characters to pull out. I think it's a mistake to pull out Robin at all. What badass like superhero, RoboCop, whoever, whatever, have you ever looked at and been like, what would make this character cooler if we gave him an annoying little teenager to have to watch out for the whole time, a boy wonder? Like, I think Robin's a mistake.
Lewis. Lewis I liked Lewis as partner with RoboCop, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I agree. Red Hood, maybe Red Hood would be cool. That
Red Hood. Cool. Well, I want to see. That's the thing, though. If you introduce Death in the Family, right, and you had done it that way, where he's recovering from what just happened to Jason Todd, you could show flashbacks throughout the film. Then it's Red Hood taking on the city of Gotham, and he has to find out who it is, and then they have this big moment where it's revealed that I don't know. You could go on and then you could do a Jason Todd movie. I don't know. We'll see.
Stacy says might be your worst take ever, Mike. I don't know. It seems to me like people fucking agree with that. Stacy, like that Robin is a spare character that's not needed for at least a long time. I've never watched a Batman movie, but like, damn, there's no Robin. Like, I don't think anyone has. So I think it's a pretty good take.
I'm not sure. I think I like Robin, but it's not like people come to the theater to see Batman. Robin's good though. I mean, it's just not. Who was the one? Was it Christopher Nolan? That it said something along the fact that Batman doesn't need a Robin or something. I thought they asked him about that early on when he was developing the Dark Knight trilogy. He's like, he doesn't need him.
Yeah,
I mean, he ultimately put him in right in the Dark Knight Rises,
Kinda.
but yeah, and
but even he didn't want to fucking actually film it.
yeah, he's like
You
that.
know?
You should, yeah, but I mean, and I kind of suspected that when I saw him, in the trailer for the Dark Knight Rises, like that's probably Robin, but it's like a more
No.
modern take on it.
No one agrees with you, Mike. As Jay says that fucking Chris Nolan agrees with me, but okay, that's cool. Just
The
me,
toasted
Chris
cheddar
Nolan.
chalupa guy agrees with him.
Toasted cheddar chalupa, I agree. We don't need Robin. We do need a nice cheesy quesorito.
What else we got? There's other news. There is other news before we get into. By the way, the rest of the show tonight, Jay came in hot and heavy with the news, but that's okay because last stream we went 4 hours. There will not be another one of those.
No, it won't be happening. It won't be happening. If my power goes out, I'm going. That's it. Fuck it. I'm not doing it.
I always think of Ethan Hawke in Training Day. He was like, "That's the second time you've pulled out a gun on me. There will not be a third.
I know. I can't
Like,
do
there
it.
will not be another 4 hours."
That sounds like Beetlejuice. Like that's why I won't do 2 shows a week anymore. I just won't do it.
Yeah, so okay. What else do we got here? Just a couple quick stuff to run through because tonight we're going to be reviewing The Rip. That's a $20 million rip.
Surprisingly, pretty good.
Yeah, enjoyed it a lot. We'll talk about that. It'll be spoiler free, so don't worry. You don't have to go nowhere, no. And then we're going to be tier list ranking a bunch of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck movies, which I'm excited about because there's a lot of movies we've never had a chance to talk about. I feel like sometimes we end up talking about the same movies. We're going to get into some stuff that we've probably never discussed on this channel before, which should be a good time in the whole. And so yeah, had that one. This is not where I wanted to be. What the hell's going on? All right. Yeah, we talked about that. So is anybody interested? Is anyone here interested in seeing Mercy? Mercy. A lot of mercy.
Yeah, I can see the Rotten Tomato score. I think a lot of people talk about how shitty it was.
Yeah, it's Chris Pratt, and he's been accused of, it's like the Fugitive storyline with Harrison Ford. It was the one-armed man, but it's new age, and Rebecca Ferguson is an AI character, and they give you 24 hours to access the entire internet and all the cameras to prove your innocence. And if you can't convince the AI that you didn't do it, then you get put on, you get killed, you get snuffed out. And it's just, to me, the trailer looked really stupid. It looked like a Redbox film, in my opinion. But I think I'm gonna go see it. I think I'm going to see it.
I think that someone said Chris Pratt pretty much phoned it in the entire time. Like
Oh,
he really
really?
wasn't. Yeah, that's one of the negative comments or reviews about it was that he just felt like he phoned it in.
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine them making, and I know they're obviously going to use trickery, but like it's hard for me to imagine a really interesting movie being Chris Pratt in a chair talking to AI. You know, like I don't know.
It sounds like me after I'm done streaming and I talk to ChatGPT for 2 hours.
Yeah, like I could do that myself.
I was like, I already do that. I was like, yeah. I was like, so I played Red Dead Redemption 2. What gun do I use for this animal for a perfect pelt?
Yeah, it's that Silent Hill comes out tomorrow, and this comes out tomorrow. It could be one of those January weeks, and we're off to a good start, man. Primate was awesome. We both like The Rip, which we're going to talk about, and Bone Temple was surprisingly good. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot you saw that. How was the dongs?
I liked it. There was a lot of dong.
Huge dong.
It was a less diverse portfolio of dong in Bone
That's
Temple.
why they had to shoot that shit in IMAX just to get all that dong in the picture.
Yeah, for the most part, dude. Like for most of the movie, you know, they really focus on only one alpha, but his dong is prevalent, and it is once again a very threatening dong. It's more about girth this time than it is about length. But dude, he'll just be sitting there next to Dr. Kelso, and his wang will just be laying on his leg, and like they'll just be sitting there having a conversation, and there's just wang in the bottom corner of the fucking IMAX screen.
So the doctor like slapped his head, like I thought a steak was on you. It's like no, it's my dick. Oh.
Yeah, but it is good, dude. They toned down the ninja stuff, and it was way better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I think you'll like it. I do. And the ending is, God, the ending's so good. Welcome to Derry. We already said that's announced for season 2. That's not surprising. We all knew that was it. Everybody knows Jibby Jolly. The next Evil Dead is officially.
Oh.
Next Evil Dead is going to be directed by the Last Stop in Yuma County director Francis Galuppi. That movie was pretty good, actually. It was kind of old Western type feel. And they're starting production on that. And we talked about that. And Shrinking season 3 comes out next week. And I know most people don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but
Sounds
that
like
show's
you when
amazing.
I get out of the shower.
All of us, brother. But especially in this cold weather we're getting ready to have. But no, dude, this show, I keep begging Jay to watch it, starting from season 1. It's a great cry show, but it's a great laugh show too. You want to have a couple beers and maybe cry, maybe laugh a little bit. It's that kind of show.
No, thank you.
It's great. So watch that shit. It comes out next week. And then Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell are reuniting for horror comedy Kenan and Kel Meet Frankenstein. Yeah.
Put that on a list of things I don't give a fuck about. But okay.
Yeah, it's a, you know, I think they're like,
pocket.
hey man, scary movies coming out. We should get into the horror genre. You know, I don't hate it, but I just,
every day I wake up and I roll out of bed. I'm like, I wonder if Kel Mitchell's ever going to make another movie again. I can't wait to see him. He's my favorite actor.
You watch your butt, mister.
I
Whoa,
love
that's
Kel
impossible.
Whoa, dude. What's with the attitude? Welcome
Oh,
to Good Burger, home of a Good Burger. Can I take your order? That's literally, I mean, hey, you know what? Good for you. You had a memorable thing that you're a part of forever.
And then, you know, the show was good. I'll give him the show. Dude, did you see the killer elephant?
No.
No?
Is that the sequel to The Well?
I do know. I cannot believe that, like, with all of your
Very
deep, dark dumpster diving on the internet, you've not come across this. This is there's a killer elephant at large that has killed a total of 22 people over 10 days in India.
They're gonna it's gonna be Cocaine Bear. It's gonna be another movie like based on like Cocaine Bear or something.
This is real life.
I know. So was Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know elephants kill people, man.
Hell yeah,
I
they do.
know,
Don't
like,
fuck with that shit. That's a huge bitch. Don't get in their way.
It's something that will surprise no one is the internet's taking this and they're all like, well, those people deserve to die because of how many elephants we've killed.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like,
Line up, you kids.
Yourself retarded.
Let's even out the scales of justice. Stand in front of it.
Wait until you hear about chickens, lady. It's been a massacre for a long time. Matter of fact, we breed them just to kill them. I don't know if you know that. Dude, here's the video. This one dude, I'm sure he didn't die here. It's not that graphic. It's from far away, but you see the elephant dude just take one dude out. And I can't laugh about it because I don't know how injured he was. But
there's no graphic stuff because we
can't.
No.
It's he just hits a dude with his trunk. I'm sure the guy was fine, but I don't know. So
it's a stunt. YouTube. All this is like a sketch.
Yeah. Watch this dude. Did you see that?
That guy's not feeling good.
No, dude. I mean, right in the. Of course, if the guy, if it's killed like 10 people, like, I don't know. But watch this dude. If you look real close, you see this. He hits him with his trunk, and the dude goes flying. It looks like a parody.
Oh yeah, he got trampled too.
I know this is naive of me, dude, but like I feel like it would be really easy to get away from a killer elephant.
You're out. Yeah, but he just got like swept off his fucking feet, and this guy monster thing. Yeah, that guy.
But like, you're gonna tell me he didn't see the elephant coming from very far away?
I think elephants can go pretty fast once they start working up their like once they start running.
Someone said stop promoting AI. What are you talking about? That was real.
Is this AI?
No, that's from TMZ, man.
Oh,
it's from TMZ.
Okay, but then it's not AI. I guess I don't know.
Is it? Oh, other people saying it's AI now too. Wait, what? Have I been duped alongside TMZ?
Go to the comments and see what they're saying.
I was going.
So I say he's probably had enough of everyone's shit. That's true.
I would think on TMZ they would have like an update, like, oh, this was found out to be AI.
Well, I'll look in Google and see if they're saying if it's AI.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see that. I clicked on it.
I mean, Yahoo saying elephant attacks a crowd on video, 22 dead so far.
Yeah, there's no one saying that this is AI.
Yeah.
Like, what? I mean, it's not. No, there's nothing anywhere that says it's AI. Yeah, I know TMZ sucks, but
says okay. So on Yahoo News, it says a wild elephant in India's Jharkhand state has killed 22 people in the district of Chiabasa over a 10-day period. Despite attempts to capture or tranquilize the elephant, it remains at large and continues to resurface every few days to attack more humans. The killer elephant, believed to be a young adult male in a hyper-aggressive hormonal phase, is still on the loose due to religious beliefs prohibiting Hindus from killing the elephant.
Oh, so he's horny and they can't stop him.
That elephant horny.
Yeah, so fuck you guys. See, it's not AI.
Stop promoting AI. No bitches for me. These motherfucking humans keep killing me and my kind. Fuck it.
You're gonna be pissed to find out how much I use ChatGPT today. I mean, you're really gonna go on a berserker rage. You might be that elephant.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's real,
live in India.
that is crazy. I can't believe. I mean, I don't know. I know it's naive, but like, I just feel like it would be really hard in an open field full of people for you to be a person that got killed by an elephant.
Yeah. I say, how the fuck you not going to be able to find an elephant? They're like, it's just popping out of nowhere, and then it retreats into the wilderness, and we can't find it. It just comes into the. It's a fucking elephant. How hard is that to? It's not like you're talking about a little, crazed chipmunk that can hide in fucking trees and shit. This goddamn elephant.
Yeah, but like, it's not like it snuck up on you.
I know. It sounds like a fat girl running to the Golden Corral buffet. You can hear them coming. I don't know.
Pretty crazy stuff, though.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy stuff. And then I got one for Jay here. Cantankerous tonight, people. Little Corey Feldman tweet if you want to check that out.
Greatest musician of all time, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that stud.
That's what he's saying. Let me zoom it up for
Corey
you.
says, attention, anyone who lives on the SoCal coast, specifically the town of Santa Cruz, hashtag, where 40 years ago we shot hashtag the Lost Boys, and 15 years ago I did a historic concert on the beach for 65,000 people. Suck it, Wolfpack. Will be honoring me as I get to work with and inspire local musicians. March 6th. Come be a part of the legend. Fucking.
Why does he always sound like he's talking to his ex-girlfriend who left him for another dude?
I don't know. But he's also yelling in every post with those cats.
65,000 people will be honoring me.
I think somebody put that K there on accident. He meant 65 people will be honoring. It wasn't K. It wasn't that.
PPL, the Milwaukee term for 7 people.
Yeah,
and if they bring their parents, 12.
Yeah, dude, I can't. Well, he literally does type like a 14 or a 15-year-old. He uses 4, beach 4, like the number 4, honoring as I get to the number 2. Where it's like he's trying to be so fucking edgy with this. I don't know, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, you know what? To be fair, to be honest to God, dude, I swear to God, if Corey Feldman, if it was reasonably priced, if he was like doing a concert at like the Holiday Inn lobby, I would go. I would totally watch that shit.
Well, it's funny because he says it's all about him, dude. Like, I guarantee you, I promise you, whatever concert he's talking about that took place 15 years ago with 65,000 people, a historic concert, on the beach. I guarantee he wasn't like, it wasn't like, hey, everyone come see Corey Feldman. He was probably part of a festival, like where he was like the opening act, and he's like, where I did a historic concert on the beach.
Yeah, I hope he gets the old up muscle man with the saxophone to come up and help him. He won't, but I hope he does.
He found out that 65,000 people visited the beach that day, and he was over in the corner with his boombox, and he just assumed that like, oh, they're all there for him. Yeah,
dude,
just absolute delusion.
I watched him literally perform in a cafeteria. He performed in a cafeteria and he was rocking it. I swear to God, dude. And he's like, I'm doing this as a favor. I think it's a really cool thing. It's kind of retro. It's kind of edgy. Fred Durst told him to do it. And he did it because Fred Durst told him to do it. And Fred Durst did it to probably clown on him.
He did open for Fred Durst on like the Losers Tour, or whatever they called it.
What happened was they had a rain.
He's like, it's actually called the Winners Tour. They just don't know that yet.
Well, they had a venue set up, and apparently they got rained out. So Fred Durst was like, "Hey man, there's a cafeteria. You should totally do that. That would be so punk rock if you just set it up in the cafeteria and do it." He was like, "That sounds legendary, Fred. I love Limp Bizkit, and I love serving biscuits of rock at the cafeteria." He did too, and dude, if you watch it online,
call it Rock the Biscuit.
Yeah, dude, he's like, someone's recording it, and it's not even like a professional crew. It's like one of his girlfriends or whatever has the phone, and they're not holding it on him. He's like, "Up here, look at me," and then he grabs it. He's like this. Like he's really pissed.
If any of you guys can possibly figure out what concert he's talking about 40 years ago with 65,000 people in Santa Cruz, I would love to see the other acts that were there. It was probably just stocked full of amazing acts, and he's like, where I did a concert. He's like, and they're all coming to honor me.
This kind of guy that would show up at the parking lot of a Walmart during Black Friday sale, and he'd be like, they're all here for me. It's crazy. I just rolled up here. They're all standing in lines waiting for the doors to open.
Dude, this guy has like, I just need to make my dad proud of me syndrome, but like for the entire world. It's not just his dad he's trying to, like it's.
Well, his ego is like Godzilla level, dude. It's got to be studied. It's the most amazing ego I've ever seen in a human being before. It's so insane.
You know what the sad part is? It's like you could totally respect what he's done.
I can,
if he would just let that be, like what he's done. Like,
yeah, except that he doesn't want to talk about what made him famous, and he wants to be insulted by it when you bring it up. He's like, "Yeah, man, I did that like 40 years ago. What, my acting career? I'm here to promote the music that'll soothe the soul."
Because you know why? It's because he spent all that money. He needs new money.
Yeah, well,
Allegedly.
well, we watched that clip on Patreon. I think it was Patreon. I don't know. I think it was because we're not going to show it here because I'm not going to, get in some situation with Corey Feldman. But remember how he talked to the chick from the Brady Bunch?
You'll get a litigation in all caps in the mail.
Well,
why'd you do that?
Yeah, no, he probably won't. He's like, you're part of the wolf pack. I knew it, and this is to sue your wolf pack ass. Go hang out with Jim and them.
It'll be written in crayon.
Yeah, no, but no, we showed it here because he's not litigious as far as that's concerned, but he will take down your video if you're showing stuff. He's like, yeah, they stole it from me. That's my footage. That's what he'll do. So I'd rather not show anything as far as video of him. But the thing is he was on a podcast with Ben Stiller's chick, his wife. I don't remember her name, Christina Hendricks. I think that's not her name.
No, Christina Hendricks is hot.
No, but so is Ben Stiller's wife.
Oh yeah, I was confused. I know who you're talking about in Dodgeball. Yeah,
yeah, she was. Yeah, and another dude, and they were talking and reminiscing, and he got like offended when they brought up certain things about his past. Because I think the guy was like, "Yeah, your first role, man, it was in Stand By Me. That was such a great movie." He's like, "Excuse me. Before that, I had also won the McDonald's coveted award because I made the greatest commercial ever. That's when my career started at the McDonald's commercial when I was 10 years old. Come on, guy." Like he got real pissed. It was really crazy. But anyway, enough of that. I don't care about Corey Feldman. He's the greatest Michael Jackson impersonator of all time. We love that.
Hey, I like the song "Comeback King."
No, he's just an asshole that talks down to his fucking his rock band apparently. Like, well, undress you.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should wait for the lead singer to be out on stage before you start playing, huh? What? You mean that they're supposed to tune their instruments before you come on so that everything sounds right? That's wild. Wait.
It's pretty insane. You know what else is insane? The Rip. What'd you think about it? This is a spoiler review of The Rip, by the way. I'll pull it up in case you guys don't know what we're talking about. But
dude, not what you do on Sunday, Sunday mornings at church when you try to disguise the Rip.
It's a big old fart.
Yeah, that's a fart. Mike did that one time at Sunday school, dude, or Sunday morning. Like he farted on one of those pews, dude, and he like leaned it, like reverberated through the walls. I think God himself heard that. Mike's going to hell for that. That's nasty.
So that's a true story because we're sitting on wood. They had wood pews, and Mom made us go to church on Sunday morning after I stayed the night. And I farted and I thought I got away with it, but you guys heard it ripple through the wooden pews and everybody started laughing and we got in trouble.
Yeah, dude, it sounded like God was playing a drum set. It was reverberated. But anyhow, the Rip. I like, okay, so I'll just say what my score was. My score is pretty much dead on what IMDb is giving it. I give it a 7 overall. I don't think it's original. I think there's been a movie that have done this kind of thing, like a whodunit situation set up. A bunch of cops that are involved in like uncovering dirty money essentially and rooting out bad guys that are in their department are suddenly thrust into a situation where it's like, who do you trust? Because they find all this money and then all this crazy shit starts happening. But beyond that, like, again, it's not super original. It was still good. It was acted well. I was shocked. And it actually, the casting, it's insane. It's got Matt Damon, obviously, Ben Affleck. It's got the chick from the Supergirl from the Flash movie was in it.
Oh, that's who that was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Desi.
Yeah. It's got Stephen Wynn, Glenn from The Walking Dead, or the voice of Invincible. He was good. And then it's got what's the guy's name? Hold on. I
thought it was Stephen Yun. Is it Yin?
I don't know.
I always thought it was Yun.
I don't speak Japanese. I don't know what it is. But Kyle Chandler, who's also going to be in Lanterns, supposedly, if that thing doesn't get delayed again. He's going to be Hal Jordan. He's going to be the new Hal Jordan. It was pretty stacked with talent. Pretty good movie. Got some good action sequences in it. I think some of it was slow. Some of it was kind of some of the acting was pretty cringy. I'm not gonna. There were some of it that was like, nah.
And it was mainly from the other cops, especially when it started. There was a couple cops that were like, I don't be doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, all right, we're going a little bit too far into, and it's not what you think. It's going a little bit too far into a David Ayer. You know how some of David Ayer's movies, like, it's just some cringy dialogue from certain characters. They touched on that a little bit, just like the movie Sabotage with Schwarzenegger, where everybody sounds like a gangster for some reason, even though you know that person wouldn't sound like that in real life. But I was worried about that too at first, but they really got rid of it after the first act, I feel like. you know.
Well, what's shocking is that it's Netflix only. It was on that. It's not theatrical, but it did feel theatrical. You know, they did a good job of capturing that. And by the way, this movie cost $100 fucking million to make. Like, where the fuck did you spend that on Matt Damon's fucking catering? That's insane.
Well,
it took place in one house.
Apparently what they did was, and obviously Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are probably really expensive, but like apart from that, they said that they incorporated like a first of its kind deal for the crew for a lot of people who wouldn't normally get paid if the movie does well. I don't know if that added to the budget because it's more on the back end, but that was something cool that they did. I think, yeah, dude, I agree. Like, it's not the most original idea ever. I saw someone complain like, this is the first movie Matt Damon and Ben Affleck has done that's not culturally significant. And I'm like, dude, who gives a fuck? It was an entertaining movie. Not everything has to be, you know, General Patton's Wild Ride. Like, it could be just a cool old school sort of action heist thriller movie. And it's really, that's what it is. It's a cop heist drama with some really good twists in it. Yeah. And it's got great acting in it, specifically from Damon and Ben Affleck. And I think you're right, dude. If this movie starred two shitty leads that you didn't give a shit about, it would not have been good. It was mainly good because of the talent involved with it, but I still found it to be really entertaining. I liked it quite a bit. Even though there was a lot of green screen and there was a lot of ugly shots, it definitely had that ugly Netflix CGI filter to it. I hated that, but it wasn't as bad as something like Havoc with Tom Hardy from earlier last year. You could see what was going on screen. There was just a couple ugly shots, but overall, I liked the attitude. I mean, I loved the cast and the attitude, and the script was pretty good. The twist worked.
Well, the weird thing about this movie is it kind of was. It's unique, the fact that sometimes it felt rushed. And then sometimes it felt too long, dragged out. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like parts that shouldn't be rushed were rushed. And then parts that were dragging out, like, I don't care. I don't care about that. What are you doing? I don't care about a sunset on a beach. And then we hear Jackie's
name.
That
part.
I like that part. Fuck on. It looks like a goddamn cologne commercial. Like, just in the movie. The movie.
It did. They were going for the Oscar with that scene.
I was like, just in the movie. We're not going to talk about Good Will Hunting and how we all came together. Like, it's no. Overall though, it was still a cool movie. And what was shocking, it's based on a true story. April and I watched this together.
I didn't know that.
My wife and I watched this, and she looked it up because it says at the beginning, it said either inspired by true events or based on true events. It actually happened.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I must have been putting my pants on.
No, and I think it was like well, I can't say too much about it because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, if you get a, I don't know, it's like an hour and 50 minutes. If you get some time, it's not a bad pop in to watch. And by the way, if you have the freebie Netflix like I do, you rock that shit. It's you only get the ad at the beginning, and then it's all no ads throughout because it's a Netflix exclusive, so they don't have ads running on it.
And it's a Joe Carnahan flick too, who's known for doing some pretty badass action movies. He did that badass movie that nobody talked about.
That guy's picture, go up really quick. His picture looks like he's like, I started hair growth for men, and I really love the way my hair looks.
He does kind of have Britt Ratner face a little bit. Like
he has a kind face. He looks like he's like talking about like hair transplants or something.
Yeah, that's true. What else has he directed? I know he directed a Narcos movie, Smoking Aces, badass, awesome movie. The A-Team, could do without it. The Gray was badass. Liam
that
Neeson.
Was a good movie.
Second movie Jay and I ever reviewed together on this channel. And Boss Level. Boss Level was my favorite movie of that entire year in 2020. I don't know if you ever watched. Did you watch that one? It's the one with Mel Gibson and so good, dude. And Cop Shop and some other stuff. So yeah, it's a Joe Carnahan movie head to
yeah,
toe.
But did you? I also felt it was a little cringy when they're like, we're part of the TNT. Like that's their group's name. I'm like,
oh yeah,
God, dude.
They kind of over. Yeah. David
you
Ayer.
could have done anything else except call yourself TNT, and like it's badass. It's not. It really sounds. Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about your guild in World of Warcraft. We're part of the TNT Brotherhood. Oh, like no, that ain't it. There was parts of it I was watching. It didn't go super silly, but it felt like they were trying to recapture. Remember the movie SWAT? Back the olden times with LL Cool J and Colin Farrell. I like that movie. I know it's popcorn bullshit, but it was still fun. I felt like they were going to go that route, and they didn't. What they tried to do is they sprinkled a little bit of that in there, but then they were trying to go with like some kind of almost like John Carpenter Assault on Precinct 13 kind of vibe, but it just felt like John Carpenter Diet Coke. It wasn't all the way there. They could have, but they just didn't.
I think the opening was a little too long, like you said, and the middle could have used some touches. Like, because the whole idea is they find this money, and they find a way more money than they were there for, and then nobody trusts anybody. People think they're trying to steal it. The cartel might be outside, and there's some creepy moments, dude. Like they go outside at one point, and you can see someone using Morse code with the lights to
Spells out
to
pigs.
yeah, pigs. And they know that now they're in this house and they're about to be surrounded. They get a phone call that's like, everybody leaves the house in 30 minutes or you all die. It's Ghostface is definitely the one who did it.
Yeah, voice
That'd be an interesting Ghostface film, by the way. But no, and then like, yeah, you can feel them being squeezed by all angles. I don't think they capitalized enough on it because it felt like the tension rose all the way up until like, oh my God, what are they going to do? And then they got out of it way too quick and we moved on with the story.
I just felt
a
like,
touch.
we can't talk about spoilers about who's really involved, so I can't really say much. But
Yeah.
I can't say the cartel is involved. I can't say that because that's not really giving. You don't know how they're involved. But it's funny because it's like I was watching it when they have like a little. There's a scene where Ben Affleck and Matt Damon have a pretty like an iPhone conversation voice call with the cartel. It's like, you touch my peso. Did you touch my peso? It's like, I'm not mad at you. We don't think it was us. Maybe it wasn't. I just felt like that was like a stupid scene. And April got mad at me. My wife, she was like, I kept saying every time they would like the cartel would be on, it's like, don't touch my peso. And she was pissed as fuck. She's like, could you stop for 5 minutes and like watch the movie? I'm like, I am watching. I just thought it was funny.
It was kind of funny.
Touch my peso.
When they had that. They had that guy on FaceTime, and he was like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Officer."
Yeah.
I was like,
she was yeah. She, my wife again. She's like so literal. She's like, "It's not pesos, it's American money." I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "I know it's American money," but they're like, "Don't touch my peso."
He's like, "Is my spaghetti ready or not?"
Yeah. Well, no, we're not fancy. We're not fancy. Chicken noodle soup.
Oh,
Can't
nice.
No,
nice
no. Yeah. Overall, pretty good movie. If you like Matt Damon, if you like Ben Affleck, if you like crime drama, detective stories or whatever, you probably like it.
Yeah, and they had they were again, and it's the same thing. I said this about F1 last year with Brad Pitt. I enjoyed the movie a lot, but like if Brad Pitt was someone else in that movie, it probably would have sucked. And I could say the same thing about The Rip. If it wasn't for the cast, but they did have a great cast, so it worked. And there's a lot of great Matt Damon, Ben Affleck moments in this. Like they have a lot of dialogue together, whether they're angry at each other or they're best friends. And they are so good on screen together. Like you can just fucking feel
they fuck in the butt.
Them.
You can tell it's really nice.
Oh yeah, and I love it. I love it. So
I like the Ben Affleck's older brother at the very beginning. He's like, "You're a fucking bully." Well, like because Ben Affleck's older brother, it works for the feds.
Scott Adkins, by the way.
Scott Adkins, yeah. They actually that was really cool. I like that. I think they had a good chemistry too.
Yeah.
He said, "You're a fucking bully." That's
You're a bully.
He's the younger. Yeah, he's like the younger brother. I was like, that's totally that checks out. I have a younger brother too. That's how we used to fight too. You're a fucking bully. I'm telling mom.
Yeah, that was in there for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a light 8. You could go 7.5. I'm gonna give it an 8 because I enjoyed it. I actually watched it again today while I was getting some other work done just to refresh myself.
You really liked it a lot, huh?
I did, Jay. I really did. But again, it still had that ugly Netflix look to it. And they were literally on the Joe Rogan podcast complaining about the way that Netflix does movies, basically. And what they said was so true. They're like, well, when you do a movie for Netflix, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they were both on Rogan. And they were like, when you do a movie for Netflix, you have to do several things different. Like, for instance, you have to reiterate the plot 3 or 4 times throughout the movie because they know no one's paying attention. Because they'll be doing laundry and shit and not watching the fuck. That's where we're headed to with Netflix, by the way, owning everything.
Well, so make some good shit, and people will put their laundry down and not take care of their kids, and they'll watch it for an hour and a half.
Well, now what'll happen is you'll get those motherfuckers who don't actually watch the movie at all, and they'd be playing on their phone the entire time, and then they'll be like, I didn't really like it.
I tell you what,
you know
I did play on my phone, but I wasn't playing on my phone. What I was doing is I was looking up case facts about the goddamn movie because it said it was based on true events. So I had a handy book going along with it, and then I would see somebody.
Yeah, you had a handy going on.
I did. So I had 2 hands, one for the phone, one for the other. But no, I also was looking up if I see an actor, I'm like, what were they in? And also shocking, that chick that was Supergirl in The Flash, she's gay. I was like, well, there shatters my dreams. I'm married. Relax.
Well,
it was a joke. But no, but she is. But I hadn't seen her in anything since that. I thought she did a pretty good Supergirl, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, you know what though? When some of her acting, I was like, you're trying to be Michelle Rodriguez. real bad. Like I can tell.
Oh, she gets on my nerves. Michelle Rodriguez actually gets on my nerves. She's over the top.
But she got a nice ass. At least in the first one she did. Fast and Furious.
Jay,
nice
you got
ass.
a type. You got a type, hombre. I don't
Maybe.
know that.
Yeah, I like them. I like them feisty chihuahuas. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm very happy with my marriage. Calm down. Relax your crack, darling.
Every joke I can make, I'm not allowed to say. That's our review of the Rip. You should watch it. You should watch that shit.
It really it is a good show. It is a good show.
Feisty
senoritas.
Oh, let's get into the tier list. And then, of course, by the way, the last hour of the show, the end of the night, we're going to get into all of your stream elements and super chats. So we appreciate those very much. And so much so that I forgot to pin the comment at the top of the goddamn thing. Fuck the goddamn ship, you godless bastards.
We're all lost, Tommy. We're lost.
Let me put this in the chat real quick if you want to send your super chat through stream elements and not let YouTube put their greedy little fingers in your butt and take 30%. So
yeah, they do. It's annoying. I know that you guys hear this all the time, but it's true. A lot of people forget. We appreciate all the love. You guys super chatting. It's awesome. Keeps the boat afloat. But literally, YouTube will reach in and take 30% cut of everything that you give. So StreamYard, which is the other thing that Mike's got set up, they don't take shit. They don't do dick. So
yeah, one day YouTube's gonna find out we're doing this, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna send us an email. And they're like, "I'm not coming for 30%. I'm coming for the whole thing."
It'll be the social network too. No, no. I mean, they know it. They're just like, no one's going to use StreamYard. No one. So you have choice. Do a stream on our platform. Give us cut, or get the fuck out.
They're gonna break our legs. All right, so obviously, like Matt Damon himself has over 100 movies in his.
Well, we're not.
IMDb,
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
right.
We're not doing
So
all
I
that.
picked the most well-known ones, and I picked a couple shitty ones. I picked as much as I could of both of them. Got about 50 movies in here. So lots of the good ones. Yeah. Okay. Rounders. Matt Damon. Ben Affleck's not in this one. Matt Damon. I don't give a fuck, Jay. It's an all-timer. It's in my top 25 favorite movies in the entire history of the world. And
don't splash the pot. Don't splash. Yeah, I would agree. I think it's an all-timer. As far as like, there was a time when World Series of Poker was like everywhere. It was on ESPN. It was like everywhere, and like it was the hot item. Everybody was talking about Texas Hold'em. And this came out around that time, so it definitely elevates itself in my eyes in nostalgia reasons because it was a good Texas Hold'em type of film with a little bit of with actually heavy drama in it, but some comedy. But Edward Norton was amazing as the piece of shit friend. Matt Damon was a little bit Good Will Hunting in it. I'm not gonna lie, perfect haircut, perfect jawline. Trying to be like, I'm just trying to survive out here on the street. Like, no, you're not. Shut the fuck up. You could go be a model. There's nothing about you that screams that you're desperate. It just doesn't look like that. But it's still an amazing movie. And then you also got John Malkovich, who's the club owner. Amazing part of the film as well. All timer. It is an all timer.
Yeah, dude, it's endlessly quotable. It's like, but that's it. It's like Edward Norton knows that he fucked him over and got him back into Worm, as they call him. Knows that he fucked over Matt Damon and got his woman to leave him. But when they show up back at the house and she's cleaned him out and left, he's like, man, that's it. He's like, the game of life, women are the rake. I swear. Like, he's so slimy in this movie, Edward Norton is, and he gets him in so much trouble. But dude, Criminals are hot. John Turturro's great in the movie as well.
Yeah.
A grinder. Dude, I could watch Rounders. If you're alone or not alone, whatever. But if you're having a couple whiskeys and just want to watch a bluesy type of movie that's entertaining as fuck, Rounders is always there for you.
I hated his woman. I hated Matt Damon's woman 100%. She was a goddamn streetwalker. Without a doubt, a night walker is what
Kirsten Dunst in Spider-Man levels.
Yeah,
of annoying.
Famke Janssen was way better for him, but he didn't take the bait. But I don't know.
Yeah, Clinton, he bit me straight up. Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Pay that man his money.
You're rolling up a steak, aren't you? Yeah, first movie is an all-timer, dude. And I'm telling you, when I was going through this list, like I thought to myself, I always thought of Matt Damon as a Streisand, but he's really rocking the shit in this one.
He is.
No, that's a Paul Rudd quote, 40-year-old version. But dude, these guys I think are actually underappreciated. I think
No
years
way.
down the, I'm telling you, dude, there's so many all-timers almost touches the suns in this thing. It's crazy. These two I think are genuinely underappreciated as actors because we
Dude, if
look
I
at them as
see-
kind of like a pot, like a cultural zeitgeist fucking thing or whatever. But like they're really good. They're both really
Dude, if
fucking
I see
good,
Matt
too.
Damon's face one more time with fucking Beckham, I'm gonna bend it like Beckham. I'm sick of seeing his. I like Matt Damon a lot, but goddamn, dude,
You
there's
spend a lot of time on soccer websites.
I
What's going
spent
on?
a lot of time on YouTube. It's a fucking ad, Guinness or whatever the fuck he's always popping up on my goddamn feed. I don't like that shit. All right, goddamn, I know. I'm not gonna buy your beer. Calm down, Beckham and Matt.
I never get that ad. That's so weird.
I get it all the time.
Over on the Affleck side, him and Morgan Freeman, the sum of all fears. This
Not his strongest performance acting wise. Morgan Freeman
Sure.
carried that fucking movie. He carried
Sure.
it. It had a cool. I think it was the ending or toward the end because I didn't expect that to happen. I put it pretty rad. I don't think it's not one of those must watch films, but it's still pretty cool.
I totally agree. It's a pretty rad movie, and it's weird because you're right. Ben Affleck was early in his acting career, and he's on screen with Morgan Freeman, so that kind of fucked him up a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is such a dad movie. Like, this is such a dad movie. Like, if your dad's like, well, let's watch a movie. Like, this is the kind of shit your dad would put on. It's a Tom Clancy thing, right? I think, or
Yeah.
Jack Ryan. Ben Affleck did a pretty good Jack Ryan. I'm not gonna lie. You got Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck. Now it's Krasinski. Who else has been Jack Ryan? Alan Richards. No, that wasn't Jack Ryan. That was a different guy. I'm getting my old man books confused. But just pure dad movie. But it's entertaining as hell, and I like it a lot. It's pretty rad.
I agree.
You know what? I meant to add new fucking soundboards, dude. I forgot.
It's all right.
This house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit. In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
It's right next to the fucking galaxy of stank. It sucks.
Alec Baldwin, was he Jack Ryan? I didn't realize that. I'd know if you said what movie it was, but okay. Anyways, Pearl Harbor. Oh,
Yeah. I kind of did like this movie a lot back in the day, but as I've watched it later on, I'm like, yeah, this was just a fucking goddamn Hanes commercial. It was like,
it really was.
fucking hotness, Josh Hartnett and Ben Affleck in like white t-shirts and muscle tees, like hiding behind like clotheslines, and then kissing the girl on a romantic, wind fluffing their hair up. It was still pretty cool. I remember seeing this in the movie theater. Actually, I went on a date and that girl was not interested in me, but I thought she was. And my camera does that again. I'm throwing it out the fucking window. But I was on a date. I thought the girl was interested in me. She was not. But she led me on. She did hold my hand and like let me pay for everything.
Yeah, well, sitting next to you. No offense to you. I mean, it'd be the same thing for me, or not even.
I smell
9.9% of the
my
audience.
cologne is amazing.
Watching Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett on screen. She looks over at you and you got half your hand in your mouth sucking on popcorn. It's like,
to be fair, they were Twizzlers, and I was doing it seductively. No, I give it. I think it's fuckable. There are some cool moments in it, but overall, it's 100% a chick flick. So girls would love this without a doubt. I think even now they still love it. But as far as dudes just trying to watch a cool war movie, it's fuckable.
Yeah, definitely one of the worst 90s 2000s movies. I can't remember exactly when it was, to come out with the double size VHS tape. We talked about this a couple streams ago. It's like whenever there was a double size VHS tape, you knew you were watching a fucking classic, because they didn't do that for shitty movies for the most part. This was one of the shittiest double tape movies there were. I'd say fuckable at best as well, because they did put a lot of effort into it, and I do love Affleck and Hartnett, but it was super disappointing.
Yeah, it's like, why the fuck did you frost your tips, Ben? It's the 1940s. We're at war, and you're going to the goddamn like barber, like, frost me tips. I want tips. Why is his tips frosted?
Yeah,
I know
not quite
style, but it doesn't make any sense why his tips were frosted.
Yeah, not quite Waterworld bomb, but that disappointed a lot of fucking people, man. And the frosted tips were really showing up in Daredevil. That's when the frosted tips were on full display.
Big one, but I still liked it. I can't
Probably
remember
blame
much
J-Lo.
about reindeer games, so I let you take it away. Take us to the North Pole.
Oh, my friend, it is very easy. Let me tell you.
Reindeer Games goes pretty rad. I could argue almost touches the sun because it does not get enough credit at all. But Reindeer Games is fucking one of the most underrated. You know how we talk about like Hellraiser Inferno and how it's actually badass and nobody gets it.
Mhm.
This is like the action movie version of Hellraiser Inferno because it's a badass action movie. Gary Sinise is an awesome bad guy. Charlize Theron is hot as shit in the movie, and it's a fucking cool ass story, and it's got a bunch of great action scenes in it. Reindeer Games is fucking awesome, and I wouldn't argue with Almost Touches the Sun. I'll be fair to the world. I didn't know that. It was directed by Aaron Kruger, who actually wrote the script for Scream 3. That's weird. But it does kind of have this at times, like you can feel that you're watching a direct-to-DVD type of movie. Like
Yeah.
maybe that's what keeps it, but it's on the cusp of being an absolute action classic. On the cusp. It is. You remember this, dude? I think we reviewed this. Live by Night.
If we did, maybe. I don't remember. It looks like Kingpin lost a lot of weight and he got a hair transplant.
Yeah, Ben Affleck does not rock the Kingpin white suit.
That looks
at
like
all.
shit. You look
It
like
doesn't
you
look
look
right.
terrible, dude. Ben Affleck looks terrible in that suit. What the
Yeah,
fuck? Did he
Live
borrow
by
that
Night
from
for
his?
those
Did
watching
he
on the
borrow that from
podcast.
his overweight brother that lost a bunch of weight? What the fuck? That suit don't shit. That don't fit him.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Cagney thing, I guess. Like, yeah, see,
He
what
looks
I'm
like a
saying,
little
yeah.
rascal trying to be an adult.
The movie was not that bad though. The movie was all right. It was just too long and like not enough happened. But dude, it had Brendan Gleeson in it. Like they really wanted to make this a fucking a new Godfather type of movie. It did not. I'd say it's fuckable. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. This was right when, he was on the beach and he was kind of chubby. Like people said he was chubby, not for us. For us, he's in better shape than we are
Normal. Yeah, he's
currently.
normal. Yeah.
But like he had that gigantic fucking bat tattoo and he was like right after the divorce, I think, with Garner. So he was getting a lot of shit. It was fine. It was all right.
This is how
I'm
you-
gonna watch
that's
it again
how-
someday.
That's the look you give to the bartender. It was like, you've had enough. Like, never had enough.
I got 2 guns, one for each of you.
Yeah. I don't remember enough of it to rate it. So
Fuckable for sure. Here's an interesting one because Ben Affleck was in this movie as Batman. Suicide Squad, the David Ayer Suicide Squad.
but he was barely in it though.
He was probably the best part of the movie, to be fair.
Okay, well, I gotta be honest, man. It's fuckable, maybe, but I could
Yeah.
also see a lot of people saying sucks my butt just because Jared Leto's skank was so bad in this. It smelled like straight fish market pussy.
want beef? Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. Suicide Squad. That there were parts of it that I did like. There was like a Ghostbuster feel to it, but it did suck balls. It was really bad.
Yeah, a lot of it sucked balls, and it was DC bastardizing a movie to pretend it was Marvel. Had a great soundtrack, had some good performances in it, and that to be fair, when Batman, the fight with him and Deadshot was good. He's like, don't make me do this in front of your daughter,
Yeah.
And then,
that's like getting a great appetizer at a restaurant, then getting your main course, and there's a fucking cockroach in the middle of the sour cream. And you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
It started out good. It started out strong, and then all of a sudden,
yeah. Oh, there's a portal opening in the sky. It's like, God damn it, not again. But the Harley Quinn Joker chase scene was also good. So I agree with you. Fuckable. That's where I'd put Suicide Squad. I mean, Suicide Squad is maybe the most just fuckable movie
you're
ever.
you're really bending it like Beckham because he barely was in it. He was barely in it.
Yeah, I know.
The Flash
I know.
was in it too.
But yeah, if we run through the garden, as Jay would say, of the Affleck performances as Batman, Justice League. Now, this is, to be clear, Josh Whedon's Justice League.
Yeah,
Sucks my butt, Steve, is what I would say. His asshole's getting real lonely tonight, John.
yeah. I definitely feel like this was like a performance of a man desperate for a paycheck, and he's like, oh fuck, I gotta do it. Do you know how much alimony costs these days? Yeah. So we know that what happened is that Zack Snyder stepped away from his Justice League movie in order to take care of some personal issues, and they tapped Joss Whedon to come in and Marvelize
And
the Justice
fuck
League. And at that point, what he turned Batman into is a simping pussy that was unsure of himself, didn't know what to do. He's like, I liked him a lot. I liked it. I didn't know. But like his mom's name is the same as mine. Stupid.
Yeah, he made it ugly.
You could tell Ben Affleck did not enjoy this version of Batman at all. Like at all. there are scenes in it that are obviously Snyder. It's the weirdest movie in the world because you can see the mashup. You can see Whedonisms, and then you can see the Snyderisms. And the Snyderisms are where Affleck is charged up. He's happy to be there. It's all good. We're having a good time. This is the Batman I want to be. And then you have Joss Whedon candy cane sugaring it and being like, no, be a little nicer. Be a little nicer.
And Henry Cavill's mustache. But before anybody says this, I'm not sure anybody will, but like I think we gave this movie like a 6 or a 6.5 or something at the time. That would have put it in like fuckable, pretty rad territory. More fuckable. But that was before we saw the actual movie that it was supposed to be.
I think that changed a lot of people's minds, though.
Oh man, when you see Zack Snyder's Justice League, it shines a light on the turd that this movie is.
Well, yeah,
like,
and the fact is that the main character of the movie is it's not Superman, it's not Batman, it's Cyborg.
Yeah,
which was fucking super smart of Snyder to do. So yeah, I'll have to. I'm sorry, Ben. Your performance of Batman is legendary. It will always be a top 5, maybe a top 3 Batman performance, but yeah, that's just not it. That ain't the look, cuz.
Agreed. I'd say top 2 Ben Affleck overall.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck top 2 Batman, in my opinion. Batman. But that's another conversation for another day. How about Brothers Grimm? This is all you do because I never saw this movie. I'm not gay.
Well, you know what? Sometimes
Brothers
it's
Grimm.
okay. Hey, sometimes it's okay to embrace being happy when you watch a movie. And I was pretty happy when I watched this. It's not great. It's not
Totally
right
okay
home to your mom about.
Awesome.
I don't know what you're whispering over there, except to be.
I know. I was just saying. I was covering my own tchotchkes. I was just letting the people know that I think being gay is awesome.
Being happy is awesome. Being happy is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. But no, Brothers Grimm is not a bad movie. It's not good either. So it's stuck in between somewhere. There were some forgettable. They were trying to be like Van Helsing, kind of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but better. I don't know. It wasn't bad. The best I can give is fuckable. That's the best I can do here at the pawn shop.
You sound like the pawn
I was like, that's the best I can do is fuckable. That's the best I can give you.
Yeah, you know me. I don't like fantasy movies much. That one looked like a turd to me.
Well, what they did was the entire movie is like the Brothers Grimm, which the stories where they write the Brothers Grimm based on a Brothers Grimm fairy tale.
Yeah,
there's real shits happening, but they exaggerate all their their encounters with paranormal. They just exaggerate them to act like they're the badasses, like they save the day. So they're charlatans. But then they run into real shit that they have to do real stuff with. So that's pretty much I don't know.
Yeah, I think I was right not to. I was right not to watch that one. Great cast though, Heath Ledger and Matt Damon.
This is a good note for me to go pee on because I literally don't remember shit about this movie. I saw it once and that's it. So I got to go pee. I'll be right back.
Okay, enjoy. Ocean's 11 all run together. Something that we're doing with this list just to save time is when we talk about a movie, specifically with Matt Damon, because he's got more franchise stars, is we're talking about the whole franchise. So when we get to the Bourne Identity, we'll be talking about the whole franchise. We're making the whole franchise as one. Ocean's 11 as a franchise. These movies are like what some people say about Chinese food. You know what I mean? Like you watch it and you feel full and it's an entertaining time. And then, you're hungry 30 minutes later. There's nothing wrong with that. They're entertaining movies. I enjoy them. A lot of great performances, but I'm never like, God damn, I need to watch Ocean's 11 again. But if it's on, I'll sit there and enjoy myself for a couple hours. So I'd say I definitely think the Ocean's 11 is for me pretty rad. Just the whole franchise, just pretty rad. Like they're well made, good heist movies. Just not something that you ever need, But I don't think it's they're so well made that I don't think fuckable's fair. So I'll say pretty rad, personally. Geez, Stokes, I know. So the reason, dude, that I wear so much RVCA and Hurley and shit like that is because when I was growing up as a kid and into Blink and pop punk and all that stuff, you see all these people in music videos and these people that you look up to that are super cool wearing these clothes. And like in Kentucky, you couldn't get them. If you could find them, you couldn't afford them. So, but today, it's like the greatest gift God gave me as an adult. You can go to Marshall's and nobody wears that shit anymore. So it's all at Marshall's for like $10. So that's why you see me wear so much of it. Now, to be fair, if you go on a beach vacation and you go to one of the beach stores, the shit's overpriced as hell. This shirt would probably be $35. I got it for like $8.99 and it fits weird because it's at Marshall's. So there's like a defect with it, but you do what you do. That's the true reason. I miss Atticus and Macbeth too. I bought an Atticus shirt off the internet not too long ago. It was a ripoff. It shrank. Shitty. I'll wait for Jay on The Martian. I can say that neither of us saw. I'll ask him when he comes back, but I can say with pretty good confidence that unless Jay's ex-wife forced him to watch this at Vagina Point, he never saw it, and I never saw it either. But can we all be honest? There's no doubt that this thing finds its way out of Steve's asshole.
That was his nickname for Jennifer Lopez while he was with her. Jiggly.
Did you ever see this?
Hell no, dude. What
I
the
didn't
fuck?
think so.
I ain't gay. For real.
I didn't think so. Those genes are begging for relief.
By the way, it's not even that Jennifer Lopez is a bad actress. This is her saying to Ben, seriously, Ben, it would be really cool if I could share in our passion of acting, if we could like do it together. You know what I mean? So maybe talk to your contacts, maybe, help that along. It's like, sure, Jen, anything for you. You're still Jenny by the block.
You can see that he's fucking miserable. Like in the poster, much like I can only imagine what it looks like in the movie, but you could see that he is forced to fucking be there just by a single poster.
He looks like the manager of Fashionable Male from Mallrats still. Like,
yeah. Ironically, we all love Ben Affleck, but I guarantee the version of him that Jennifer Lopez is attracted to was the fashionable male version of Ben Affleck. And she forced the second marriage. She did the same thing. She forced him to be in her like tour movie or whatever right before the divorce.
I mean, dude, she must have had the greatest sex that he's ever experienced on this earth, and he was like, anything for Jen. Anything.
I could understand that part at least pre Diddy. After Diddy, it's like no, thank you. By
the way, again, Jennifer Lopez is a good actress though. Like I loved her in The Cell. It was fucking amazing.
I'd say she can be a good actress.
Yeah,
for sure. I would agree with that. The Martian.
I think it's an almost touches the sun film. I think it's super good. I think there's nothing wrong with this movie whatsoever. I love space films. I love like any kind of outer space movies, and I think that they did a really cool grounded take on a film with Matt Damon in this. And the fact that what would an actual Martian landing look like, and what would happen if it went awry, which could possibly happen one day. I think they did it. I think it was brilliant. I think it was awesome. The whole fucking movie was great.
Couldn't agree more. I think it's almost touches the sun. Although I only watched it once, I remember really being impressed with it. And the only thing that really sticks out to me is the motherfucker was alone on Mars, high as shit on Vicodin and eating potatoes. And that's a pretty great. If that's all you remember about a movie, that's pretty great. That's a pretty great scene.
It made me appreciate French fries a lot more.
Yeah, he was like, I'm on Vicodin right now eating some potatoes.
Yeah, he put the Vicodin in the potatoes. Like, what the fuck? I was like, that's a true Diddy party right there. We have potatoes laced with Vicodin.
Spuds. I call them spuds. The Town. I am going to just say right now that for me, this is an undoubtable all-timer, and also probably top 20 film of me for all fucking time. Yeah. One of the most rewatchable, badass, underrated action movies, bank heist movies in history.
I agree. I don't think there's anything to dispute. An all-timer. It's got everything that was great about Heat, but then they amp it up a lot more too. Well, it's actually kind of, I know it's not, but it feels like an unofficial sequel to Heat.
It's like Heat Boston. Like if Heat was New York, this is Heat Boston. And
that's a great book. I haven't seen that in forever, dude. But I gotta watch that again. That's such a great goddamn movie.
I probably watch it like twice a year. Like honest to God, it's so fucking rewatchable. John Hamm's badass in it. Jeremy Renner's great. I didn't know this till the other day. Affleck wanted Mark Wahlberg to play Jeremy Renner's character, but he was busy with something else. So that's why they cast Jeremy Renner, who fucking knocked it out of the park. There's so many lines in that movie. I don't know why I always remember when Renner walks in and Ben Affleck sitting there with his coffee and he's like, "Socks got rocked." It's just the way that he says it. Or then when they're arguing outside, he's like, "Let's get something fucking straight right now. It's never gonna be me and you and your sister up there playing house up there, motherfucker." And then they get in a fight. It's fucking great.
Can we just put on our nun outfits and go rob this fucking town? What are we doing?
I want to.
Just put on our nun outfits. And do it.
Such a great fucking movie, dude. All timer. Watch The Town, you fucking dicks. Yeah, it's right up there with Goodfellas and shit like that. Like, I'm not gonna say it's better than Goodfellas, but it's up there. And everybody knows Ben Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. Up top.
I barely remember this movie. Like, I gotta be honest with you. I remember liking it. I just don't remember much about it.
Liev Schreiber, a Dimension film with Liev Schreiber, Peter O'Toole, Rose McGowan, and Ben Affleck.
But to me, act like Ben Affleck goes hard. I mean, he was good action wise, but as far as acting ability, he was still also early on in his career, and it wasn't really top notch yet. So you could tell that he was still struggling. You know, he was like in between scenes, going to the bathroom and reciting his line in the mirror. I gotta get this right. Stop acting wooden.
Yeah, honestly, like for all the hubbub about it, it's one of those movies you can barely fucking see. Like you like squinting at the screen the entire time. It's not actually that great. I'd call it fuckable at best, but it's a great name and it's got a great quote in Jane Silent Bob Strike Back.
It's the cover is bad. It catches the eye for sure. The green,
that green, yeah, I love it. But yeah, it's I think it's a fuckable movie. It's just all right. It should have been way better than it fucking was. Dude, this is all you. I don't remember this movie. I need to rewatch it, but it's both Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and Brendan Fraser in this bitch. School Ties and Chris O'Donnell. What a cast.
I saw, but here's the thing. I remember seeing it once or twice. I remember liking it. I think it was a pretty cool coming of age movie. I don't remember a lot of it. I remember Ben Affleck he was a background guy. Like his acting wasn't up to par. Like you could tell Matt Damon was outshining him in every scene. I would put this, and Brendan Fraser and Chris O'Donnell were superior actors as well. I'd put this at Pretty Rad. I do like School Ties, but it's not any higher than that. I think Pretty Rad is exactly where it should go. If you haven't seen School Ties, do check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, dude, because I think I watched it like once way back in the day. But with that cast, I gotta re-see it. Michael Parton said he's like all timer. That movie's so fucking hot. Googly eye, googly eye, googly eye.
I knew you love it.
Yeah, it's not the boner meter, Michael. All right, but all right, Pretty Rad. It's fair. A fucking timer. The Departed. Got to be an all timer, right?
Fuck no, dude.
What?
Is there a category above all timer? Like just time?
Okay. You're scared me. I don't like it when you play tricks with me, Jim.
No, it's an all timer without a doubt. Without a doubt, an all timer, dude. And that dirty DiCaprio ruined it all. Ruined it all. No, I'm kidding. I love Leo. I love Leo. No, but I will say it's got a great twist, and I like that they didn't shy away from the twist. They gave you the twist at the beginning of the movie, but then the real twist happens at the end, and they didn't give a fuck. They're like, we're gonna take away all your toys, and you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry about it in front of your goddamn open toy chest after we take it away. And that's what they did.
I felt like Ethan Hunt in the first Mission Impossible on the payphone. It's like, they're dead. They're dead. They're all dead.
It's still one of the most shocking elevator scenes of all time. When the doors open and then pow, dead. Ding, ding, turkey's done. Not only did it scare the fuck out of me because it came out of nowhere, it was like, holy shit, these guys don't care about your feelings at all.
Oh, Ed Boy's right. Vera Farmiga was great in that film as well.
Yeah, Matt Damon, I think Matt Damon played his part exactly how he is probably in real life. I'm not gonna be honest with you, because it was just so natural on him. Where he was like, I'm trying to be the good guy, but really, I'm into some sick shit on the internet. Like, I don't know. He just had this like look and feel about it. But I was like, yeah, Matt Damon is very natural in this role.
Yeah, dude, when he's dating her or whatever, when he's dating Vera Farmiga and they just move into the apartment together, it's like he's all nice and shit, and all of a sudden he's just like, yeah, just go ahead and take that picture of you down. I don't like that picture. You go ahead and put that in a box somewhere. I don't. It's like that asshole just seeps out of nowhere. Yeah. And then when Leo's in the therapist office with Vera, and she's like, I'm not gonna give you any more drugs. He's like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna fucking shoot myself in the fucking head. I was like, dude, this is good acting. Like, I didn't love Leo. I think this movie made me actually kind of fall in love with Leo. I was like, all right, I gotta stop giving him so much Titanic shit.
Well, 100%. I think DiCaprio outperformed Matt Damon. I just think he did. But Matt Damon was a strong support. As far as he was a main character, but he was like, I felt like he was more of like one of those cool background characters that just has really cool moments that happen to him. And then it's obviously a DiCaprio film, but amazing, and all timer.
Blu-ray's right. Mark Wahlberg was great in that fucking movie. I'll tell you one thing: you are not a fucking cop. He said he was fucking great at playing that. I
know, but every time I bet his breath smelled like a urinal cake. Mark Wahlberg just looked like a guy that has breath that smelled like pee. Yeah, dude. Talking all of his shit when in the detective's office. Yeah, I'll say hi to your mother for me. I was like, dude, fucking shut up, goddamn. Go play basketball with your and one shorts. Piece of shit.
Yeah,
you would go cheer on Philadelphia and fucking beat the fuck out of the coming teams that come there. Beat the fuck, throw beer bottles at your kid when they get in front of the TV when they're watching the Eagles, you sack of shit.
Also, a great performance from Jack Nicholson as a bad guy too. One of Jack Nicholson's best.
By the way, my wife's a huge Eagles fan, so I'm glad that I was like,
You were checking.
she's asleep.
And then
They're
yeah,
not
Matt
all
Damon.
like that, by the way. They're not all like that. I'm not gonna say all Eagles fans are like that, but there are some that are really, really awful. in the
Yeah, who
NFL.
cares? They're in Cancun with the Packers and the Bears now, thank Christ. But and Matt Damon really did turn on his Boston in this too. He's like, fucking firefighters getting pussy for the first time in the history of fire or pussy.
Mark Wahlberg was just like, he's like, finally I get to talk in my normal way. You guys want to hear about when I stopped that Puerto Rican for looking at me fucking funny? I'll tell you about it.
That's an all timer. You're right. It's probably going to be the best movie on this entire fucking list.
Oh no, child, you are so wrong. You are so wrong.
Hey, we still see. Extract, barely. Ben Affleck barely in this fucking movie. Did you ever watch this?
Is that the one where he switches his sperm with the other guy?
No.
What was that one? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking. I don't think I ever watched the actual.
I think
movie,
Jason Bateman was in that, and he like switched his sperm up, and like he put the wrong cup or something.
I have no idea what it is, but I remember that like deep in the recesses of my brain.
I could be wrong. No, he jacked off into a fucking cup, and then the girl was supposed to take that with her to the fucking clinic, and then it winds up being his baby.
I think that's called like the misdelivery or some shit like that. It's
All
not.
right, maybe I haven't seen this then. Did that
not
did
the
that have
switch up.
Ryan
That's the
Reynolds in
Ryan-
it where they switched shit?
The switch up was Ryan Reynolds. That's just when they switched bodies, though. But I swear to God, there was a movie where someone switched up a couple
Was it-
cum.
Yeah, he was like in the bathroom and he was drunk and he like liked the girl and he
change
like
up,
sees
yeah.
and he sees the cup and he's like, oh, I'm gonna jack off into it because he was drunk. And then he I don't know. Did I just
Debunica
make
said
up the fucking movie?
Debunica said the Jizz Master.
Yeah, that was it. That sounds like a fucking Nintendo game that nobody wanted to play.
I gotta Google this though. Movie about the wrong
Corrupt your search
sperm
engine. We'd like to see it.
donor. No, okay, that's the confusion. So the change up was it was either the change up or the switch up was the Ryan Reynolds movie with Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah.
But the movie's called The Switch. And it has Jennifer Aniston and Jason Bateman in it. And it's 7 years after the fact, a man comes to the realization that he was the sperm donor for his best friend's boy.
Oh yeah, because he got drunk. Okay, that's what I remember. He was at a party and he got drunk and he like see right there. He's looking at it. He's like, I was really horny that night.
That's so fucking insane that like you pulled that out of thin air.
Because it stood out. It was so weird. It was like because I remember watching that scene. It was like, is that sexual assault? Like you like jizzed into a cup that she unknowingly put inside of her, and then she turkey based herself with your jizz. And it's but you didn't tell her. Like, I don't know. That's weird. It just stood out. It popped in my head. I don't know.
I would have never thought about that movie. I don't think anyone would have, again, in the history of time. And you just pulled that out of the fucking Mandela effect.
I did like it. I thought the movie was pretty good.
Anyway, Extract, though, it's a Mike Judge movie, and it's actually pretty fucking funny. Like, I enjoy it. It's the one where his Jason Bateman's wife cheats on him, and Ben Affleck's the guy at the bar who like sells ecstasy. Mila Kunis is in it, and she's like a kleptomaniac. I'm gonna be nice to it and say pretty rad. I can't say fuckable because I do enjoy watching it. It's good. Smoking Aces. Oh God, Ben Affleck's barely in it, but any chance we get to talk about
dude,
fucking
I don't
Smoking
remember
Aces?
I don't remember him in it at all.
He was with the group. He had that stupid fucking hat on the whole movie, and he's in the group that dies in the parking lot when those dudes just show up and mow everybody down.
Yeah,
he was the leader of them.
Well, I'll put it at a ATTS, Almost Touches the Sun. Personally, as a film, it's amazing. It's one of those weird ones. I remember not liking it when it came out, just because I couldn't get it. I didn't like the style that the movie was shot in. It wasn't hitting for me. It wasn't registering. And then later on, as I watched, I was like, oh, it's actually really fucking good. So it's an Almost Touches the Sun movie.
I'll go with that. I could argue all timer just because it's talk about infinitely rewatchable movies. Jeremy Piven is such a good bad guy in this when he's talking to and it's crazy that guy who plays the big Russian is actually oh fuck, what's the guy that was in Warrior? Not Tom Hardy, but the other one.
Joel Edgerton?
Yeah, Joel Edgerton's the big dumb Russian guy who comes on Jeremy Piven's jacket and he's like, hey, hey, what the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is that? He's like, looks like cinnamon roll. He's like, cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll tell you what that is. He's like, that's jizz, European jizz. I love that fucking movie. It's so
It's a great movie.
rewatchable.
It's a really
Ryan
good
Reynolds is
movie.
fucking great. Ray Liotta's great in this movie. Ben Affleck wasn't great, but
Somebody's
yeah, I'll
gonna
go-
be like, well, dude, it's like if he's in it for 2 seconds, you can't put him because it's really a Reynolds movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge cast.
So I remember
but
the
based on the
coolest part
movie,
about
though.
that movie. Well, not the coolest part, but one of the coolest parts was the ending at the hospital. I think when they find out what happened, what went down, and that music kicks in. That's fucking badass, dude. Was it the hospital? I don't remember, but it was awesome.
When he pulls the plug
Yeah, it was so.
and they're
fucking,
banging on the Andy Garcia's even in that fucking
Yeah,
thing.
it was awesome. Yeah,
I want to watch it right now. That's how good fucking
Yeah.
Smoking Aces is. How about the Gun Go? I love this fucking movie, dude.
all timer.
I agree.
Without a doubt.
I thought you would
All
argue. I agree.
Timer, all timer. Because bitches be wildin' and they ain't
I was
messing
gonna
with no broke. What?
No, I don't want no scrubs.
I did not. I put this movie off for the longest time, and Michael's like, "Oh, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it." And then I did finally watch it. And I'm like, "That sounds familiar." I've been with a crazy bitch before too that tried to make up shit, and that's exactly what happens in this movie. But god damn, was it done well? Holy shit!
They should have played Crazy Bitch from Buck Cherry as the credits went. Crazy Bitch.
And also, I think that this showcased Ben Affleck's acting ability in a way that really hadn't been done before.
Yeah,
because it was a super drama film, and a lot of heavy circumstances going on around it. And I think it's basically around him. He puts the movie on his back and carries it through the finish line. It's an all timer in my opinion. It's such a good movie. If you guys haven't checked it out or you've been putting it off, it's an investment because it takes a minute to get going. But once you start seeing the crazy shit that happens, oh my god, you get hooked like it's a Lifetime movie. Who done it?
Tupanicus is on one tonight. He said Rosamund Pike can slit my throat anytime. Yeah, Doogie Howser's in this thing. But Jay, do you know who directed this masterpiece? It's
Ang Lee.
It's the one they call David Fincher. It's the greatness of David Fincher that directed this.
Well,
and that's why it's such a beautiful fucking movie to look at. It looks
Sometimes
like The Social Network.
the sun will shine on a dog's ass in the sunlight. Okay.
But dude, Ben Affleck was perfect for this because he had to play. I think it's maybe the most perfect casting of all time because he had to play a guy with kind of an asshole face and like the dent in the chin that like when his wife goes missing, everyone thinks he fucking did it.
Very suspicious. Yeah.
But he didn't do it. Like it's fucking I love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Get up there. Get up inside it. Yes. Told you there'd be a lot of all-timers in this list. What's not an all-timer? I've never seen it, but I can guarantee
Get
to
in
you
the fucking ass, Steve, and you stay there with your bow and arrows on fire.
The Great Wall.
Disgusting, you fucking dumbasses. Oh my god, what a wasted opportunity. What a shithole of a fucking pit. Wow, what a hole. Terrible, awful fucking movie. Boring.
Did you watch this piece of shit?
Hell yeah, I did. And then I was disappointed with myself for fucking wasting 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back.
Is that Pedro Pascal in the left corner, probably squeezing
Yeah.
that girl who's probably married's ass?
He's got anxiety, Mike. He has to hold their vagina when he's nervous. Did you not know that?
Yeah, get down there in Steve's butt.
It's a dog shit movie. Dog shit movie.
Dude, Matt Damon was on a podcast the other day with a bunch of dudes, and one of the guys goes, man, he goes, hey, Steve over there. I can't remember which podcast it was, but he's like, hey, you see Steve over there? Matt Damon's like, yeah. He's like, huge Great Wall fan. Loves it. And he goes, really? And the guy goes, no. He goes,
Yeah.
I was excited to meet someone who actually fucking liked that movie.
You'd have to go the hills of Timbuktu to find out one guy that liked that. You're like, yeah, I like that. That's good shit right there. He was a white man with the Chinese, but he still did cool things.
Dazed and Confused. Again, Ben Affleck barely in it, but it's a fun movie to talk about.
Well, it's a memorable movie. Ben Affleck actually has a standout part as the bully. He's got a perfect bully face, especially around this time. And when they cast him in Mallrats, Ben Affleck, without a doubt, captures that bully feel.
Affleck's first movie and one of Matthew McConaughey's first roles too.
I think it's an almost Touches the Sun movie. Dazed and Confused is great.
You could argue all timer. I'm gonna go there with you though. It's because it's like every time you watch it, you're like, man, this is a really great fucking movie. But I don't know. It's not quite all timer in my opinion.
Yeah,
you know,
everyone
like,
looks like
it's
they smell like
almost.
patchouli and like old carpet.
I think that's the thing. I think that era, the hippies and shit like that, kind of gets on my nerves, and maybe that's
Well,
what keeps it.
I'm far
So for me,
yeah, it wasn't for it's more for the Gen Xers, I think.
yeah. So for me, I would say all time or Almost Touches the Sun, but I totally get why other people would want to put it in all timer. Almost, it reminds me of Almost Famous. That's also a great movie. Did you ever see We Bought a Zoo?
Yeah, because that really appealed to me right away, right off the bat. I'm like, yeah, you know what? My young daughter and my wife would love to go see this film to make me feel happy about myself. No, I never
I'll
watched
tell
it
you
yet.
who's not all right. It's those goddamn hippies.
Fuck the zoo. I don't care about We Bought a Zoo. You should have invested better in crypto coin. You're dumb.
I'm gonna fucking tell you guys right now. I've seen this movie 5 fucking times. We rented it on Redbox or like bought it from Redbox for like $1 when they were like, I don't know how we ended up with just the disc of this movie on DVD, but my wife and I watched it and we watched it with the kids. This movie's pretty rad to me, dude. Like I'm not.
Well, you're a
shitting
dad,
you.
so it would appeal to you.
But it was just a fucking great movie, dude. He gets in a fight with his son and he's like, what do you mean you brought me all the way out here to buy me a fucking zoo? And it's like a Rocky moment. He's like, cause it's a good dream. It's a good dream. And then like the tiger dies and it's sad as fuck. I love We Bought a Zoo, dude. I like it. I'm gonna put
Matt
it.
Damon doesn't even look real in this photo. It looks like he was photoshopped in.
He doesn't, but it's entertaining, man. I like it. I'm gonna put it pretty rad.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen it, so you can do what you need.
Yeah, people aren't gonna like that, but I enjoy it. I know it's probably bad, but hey, if Steve's butt's getting lonely, they're Stuck on You with Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear in a fucking Dumb and Dumber type comedy.
I think I watched it once, probably at best fuckable, but I could also see it in Steve's ass. I remember watching it and being like, I don't give a fuck about any of it. Yeah,
like DeBunica said hilarious. Cineros said pretty rad. I thought everybody universally hated this. I don't even think I ever finished it. I was like, this is so fucking dumb.
I knew that you liked it, but I don't remember even giving that much of it. I watched it once and then I'm like, all right. That's what I did.
Said all timer.
Well, put it to a vote. Let the chat decide.
Well, that's just going to take so long. And remember the 4-hour stream last week?
We're not doing that. Fuckable.
So I would put it in Sucks My Butt, Steve, but because you guys like it so much, we'll raise it to fuckable. It's not that I'm trying to keep you guys from voting. It's just
some
4-hour stream.
Like, misunderstood bastards is what these.
Victor said it was underrated. Maybe I have to go check it out again sometime. Damon was in True Grit. I don't remember fuck shit about this movie except for it was good, but it was
the original was way better. The original True Grit was way better. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. I put it pretty rad. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, but it's not the original True Grit was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And then this is the remake.
I remember watching it once and being like, that was a really well-made film, and then never fucking having an interest in watching it again.
Yeah.
So
this wine is really good. How much does it cost? $90. It's good. It was a good sampler. It's a good sampler.
Clinton's like, Mike, you know that you can do. I know, Clinton, but then I have to switch pages. I have to type in the vote.
It's all right. Don't worry
about it. I have to remove it, and then shut up, Clinton. I know. I do know. I've been doing this for 14 years. I do know. Thank you, Clinton.
Good God, dude.
I'm just kidding, buddy. I love you. So Oppenheimer.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, which no one will give you shit about. No one will be like, hey, Jay didn't watch that fucking movie. So, but like, I'm like, hey, we don't have time for a vote. And I get shit, right? You know what?
You
Fuck
already
this
reviewed
channel.
it.
Fuck everyone. I'm just kidding.
Why is your hand bandaged up? Are you going to go do a Rocky Balboa, hit the beat?
Because I punched Clinton I went back in time and punched Clinton in his fucking face. Are you going to punch some meat
in the fucking goddamn freezer? What are you doing?
No, it was just from volleyball. I get this. Sometimes I get this huge fucking golf ball size swell after games, and I'm just trying to fucking stop it from hurting so much. So I bought some. It's stupid. It's not even.
Sooner or later, you're just gonna have the whole gear ready to go for volleyball. I got knee pads. I got the fucking flak jacket. It's a war zone out there.
I actually do wish we could put this one to a vote. I'd say pretty rad personally. But what do you guys think? It's just let's do this. Let's do this. All right, and I'll go back and do it for fucking Stuck on You too. You sons of bitches. Oppenheimer. Right now, name where you put it in the chat down below. I would say pretty rad. I thought it was a really well made movie, Really well, really great cast, great acting, but did not need to be 3 hours long and was way overblown. The fucking nuclear scene was like 2 seconds of the goddamn movie. The rest of it was just people walking through hallways talking feverishly. Pretty rad is where I'd say Oppenheimer. What do you guys say? Let's look at it. Pretty rad. Almost touches the sun. Pretty rad. Sucks my butt from Venom.
He's Venom. That's what he does.
Tari says sucks butt. Resident Evil says pretty rad. People really hate this movie. I didn't realize that. Almost touches the sun.
It was
All-timer.
like, listen,
Sucks my butt.
You just said it though. You said it was what fucking 3 hours long. God damn. Like I know he split the fucking atom and he felt bad about it.
Shout out Venom, by the way, for that Florence Pugh scene was, oh my goodness. Hard cut naked sex.
It's always good to have time for naked sex with Florence Pugh. But I will say this. The guy split a fucking atom and he gave the earth one of the most, maybe the most destructive weapon of mankind. And he's like, damn, I feel bad about that. I have become death. All right.
I had a conversation with Albert Einstein. Yeah, it's true. Ryan says rad. Ryan sent us some of the greatest unboxing boxes of all time, by the way. All timer times 2, pretty rad. It looks like there's some all timers and there's some sucks my butt Steves and there's a lot of pretty rad. So I think pretty rad's pretty fair.
Nice. That's a good one.
All right, so that's where Oppenheimer goes. All right, now everybody prepare yourselves. Reset. All right, we're gonna do it this way. I don't want to upset Clinton any further.
We'll
Stuck
do it
on
live.
you.
Fuck it.
Right now, where do you guys rank Stuck on You? Where do you guys rank Stuck on You? We'll look at yours and we'll decide the median. And go.
And where is the body? To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Amazing movie.
All timer, pretty rad, rad-ish. Sucks my butt, Steve. All timer, up my ass, Steve. Fuckable because Cher is in it. Rad. All timer, pretty rad. Fuckable. All timer.
Damn,
a lot of all timers in there. Finkel is Einhorn. That's
you
true.
might have to go there.
Stuck on gay, says Jason. Thank you. Ryan couldn't get into it. There was some sucks my butt Steve's in there. It seems like the only people who like remember it love it.
Okay, well, what if we put it in ATTS?
There was a lot of sucks my butt Steve's too.
Okay, then put it pretty rad. Then if I didn't know, if there's
Fuckable.
like an even balance.
All right, I'll put it in pretty rad, but I want to do it with a disclaimer that I think it's a piece of shit. But for you guys, because I don't remember it. Okay,
Let's keep going.
woo-wee! Contagion. Did you see this? Do you remember this?
Yeah, I did, but I don't remember fuck about it. But goddamn, everyone looks desperate. Everyone looks miserable in this. This looks like a fucking a bounty from the old west.
Well, to be fair, it was a fucking epidemic that everyone fucking, had flesh-eating diseases or whatever it was and died. I can't remember the exact.
That's probably like ever since Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman, all the other movies that are related. I don't know. I feel like they're shadows of what Outbreak was awesome, but Contagion. I don't remember shit about it, but it's got a great cast. Everyone looks miserable, which is what you want for a movie called Contagion.
I'm right there with Immortal. It was a fucking great watch during COVID. It came out before COVID, but like when COVID happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, did they know something? Did Hollywood know?" Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I'd say probably pretty rad personally because like I love Steven Soderbergh can film a fucking movie. I could go fuckable just to save some space. Because I honestly never want to rewatch it.
I actually might rewatch that tonight because I don't remember much about it.
It was intense, man. It was intense. It was a little boring at times, but it was intense. I enjoyed it a lot. So halfway pretty rad, halfway fuckable is probably the best space for that one. Elysium. For if you find yourself running through fields, do not be scared, for you are in Elysium and you are already dead.
It's Timu Eminem. I think this movie's pretty fucking cool, man. I'll put it at Almost Touches the Sun. Personally, I liked it a lot. I think it was really cool.
Have you seen it? Let me ask you this: have you watched it a single time since we saw it in the theater?
One time, But I remember liking it. I thought it was a pretty cool sci-fi action film. It's
I would
not
have
like
gone fuckable.
it's not. Well, I don't think it's deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll do pretty rad.
I mean,
I don't think it's a deep, but I think it's a good popcorn sci-fi film.
Yeah, like
Was this the one that Eminem was supposed to be a part of, and then they're like, we're
Yeah.
not filming it in Detroit, so
Yeah.
he dropped out. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason he dropped out and they went with Matt Damon of all things. But yeah, I agree, dude. Like it was fine, but it was Neil Blomkamp's, I think it was the second or third movie after the greatness that was District 9.
Yeah.
Which is that's an all-timer probably.
Well, that was pretty much his audition for Halo. And they wound up going, in another shitty direction, but yeah.
It did have some really cool shit in it. So yeah, I'll meet you in the middle of Pretty Rad. That sounds like a nice place. Dude, Pretty Rad's already filled up. I don't even know how far into this. Oh, we're getting towards the. We'll make it squish.
We're not doing 100 goddamn movies. So at some point, we got to call it like holy shit.
No, there's 50. We got 50 in here. The Accountant, Ben Affleck, the first movie, and you can count the second one in this too because we're not doing sequels. Dude, this movie was. Did you watched it right?
I did not watch The Accountant.
Oh shit. I thought you did. You fucking love it, dude. It's
I
a
hate
badass
taxes,
fucking
so
movie.
I don't care about somebody that deals with numbers.
Yeah, dude. Ben Affleck's fucking awesome in this, and it's really cool what they did because they had a character who actually has sort of form of autism or whatever, but he's also like a Jason Bourne type, and his autism gives him these, like, his superpower with autism is what a badass he is, not with just like calculations and numbers and stuff, but that he's basically Batman. And it's a fucking cool ass like Hitman type of movie. I think it's almost touches the sun personally, and the sequel was really good too. So I'm happy to stick it, dude. You should watch it. You'd love it. I guarantee.
It sounds boring.
Well, shut the fuck up.
It sounds boring.
You sound boring. Where do you put Good Will Hunting?
All timer, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. All right. You know what the best part of being married is? When you hear a fuck. Dude, dynamite performance from everybody. Robin Williams, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. Without this movie, Matt Damon doesn't have a career. That's facts.
Maybe both of them.
Well, and I think he had actually gone on record and had said, he wrote this movie while he was living basically out of a friend's apartment, sleeping on his couch, eating SpaghettiOs to save money. And he was writing this shit just hoping for a chance to. I like this kind of story, dude. Like, not only was the movie phenomenal, right? It was amazing in every aspect, not only just from the writing alone, the filming, the acting. I like that comeback story. I like the idea that, a guy goes to Hollywood, you think relatively good-looking dude, Matt Damon, can't find anything because everyone in Hollywood's relatively good-looking, and he's got to do something better. Like it kind of reminds me of like a Stallone with Rocky.
Yeah,
and I like that. But this is a massive, amazing film. Great, everything about it. I like the idea that you got this Boston guy that's like, he looks like a loser. He looks like he smells like pee, but he's got some friends and they're just like working at the construction site, but he's super fucking smart. And he took a job as a janitor just to be around all the knowledge. And then he's got all this trauma inside of him that's brought out by Robin Williams. I don't know anybody that's not seen this it's an all-timer. It's an all fucking timer.
Yeah, I agree. Just watched it like 2 nights ago, by the way. For the first time in a while. Just fucking great. And Robin Williams is fucking great in there too. I think my favorite scene in the movie is when he goes in there and Matt Damon's doing his like, bully shtick kind of. And he's like, oh, this is your fucking shitty fucking picture right here. And he starts talking about his wife. He's like, watch it, sport. And then all of a sudden, Robin Williams grabs him by the fucking throat. He's like, I will fucking end you. I will end you.
Because
it was awesome.
What was really important about that scene is like he connected with him on a level that he would understand. Because he was from the streets, and that's how the Boston guys or whatever from the streets would react. Yeah, Southie.
Fucking Anthony's gonna make us all cry. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Will.
Don't do it. Not you, Sean. Don't fuck with me. Not you. Not you, Sean.
So fucking good, dude. Yeah, I agree.
Oh God.
How you like them apples? I got a number. All right. How about Dogma?
Almost Such as the Sun.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
don't want to argue with it. I don't want to argue. I don't argue with you.
That's the easy one. It could be Old Timer. I mean, I do love it that much, but
I love it when he was like, "You sound like him." It's like, "You shut your fucking mouth. You sound like the Morning Star. You sound like Lucifer, man." So you shut your fucking
but
mouth.
you didn't say God bless you when I sneeze.
It's so good.
Yeah, dude.
It's so good.
Easy one. Shit monster.
Chris Rock fell from the sky. And he was like, kill it. He was like, that sounds familiar.
I like when Chris Rock, it's just a tiny scene, but when he's sleeping on the train and he wakes up, he goes, poopy trip. I don't know why the fuck he said poopy trip. You know, you gotta give Kevin Smith credit for that movie, dude, because like that's not a movie you would think Kevin Smith wrote. Like,
yeah,
it was
out of the ordinary for him. And Alan Rickman was awesome. I mean, what a cast. What an amazing cast. Yeah.
Fucking love that movie. Also love this fucking movie. One of the best movies.
What the fuck is that? I ain't never seen shit.
You never watched Air? It's about Nikes. It's about Jordan and Nikes.
Hell no, dude. That looks like a fucking dude. That looks like a Sears catalog fucking ad.
It's a terrible poster, dude. You love this fucking movie if you watch it though. Both Affleck and Matt Damon are great in the movie, but it's about like Jordan and the creation of the Jordan brand and Nikes and all that stuff. Phil Knight or whatever his name was. I fucking love this movie, dude. I say almost touches son. I do. It's like the Social Network for fucking shoes. That's the best way I could possibly put it. Do you remember The Rainmaker?
No.
All right, I barely remember it. I watched it like 5 or 10 years ago.
Is that Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
I wonder what gave it away.
Is that? Yeah, it's Danny DeVito. But I remember, dude, I watched it and I had a couple beers in me and I was like, that was a great fucking movie. I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to leave this one up to the chat. Go ahead, chat right now. Where do you put The Rainmaker? All I can think about right now personally is Matchbox 20 in the real world. You know, you remember that? If I could be the Rainmaker.
It looks like a still from a Rolex commercial.
It's one of those John Grisham novels.
Or a K Jewelers commercial.
Almost Touches the Sun. Never seen it. All Timer. It was fucking good.
I probably did see it. I just don't remember it. Like, you know, there's 1,000 movies that I've seen. I'll forget because I'll watch it once and be like, that was badass, but I'll never go back and watch it. There's only certain movies that I'll do that with, but
Almost Touches the Sun. Daniel Torres said, "You lousy mix."
Oh, cool that. Oh, you saw my Batman Returns.
Yeah. Miss Little Bro FX says forgettable. So Almost Touches the Sun. A couple. Let's just go middle of the road. Pretty rad, I guess.
Okay.
Because I think people who remember it like it quite a bit, but it's getting full in there. It's a great one. The Way Back.
I loved it. I thought it was great, man. I think it's a great movie. Because at the time Ben Affleck was going through a really big bad situation in his life and he had given up booze at this point, and I think it reflects that really well. I think it's one of those stories that basketball, he's a coach in the movie, but it's the background part of the movie that the main thing is that's important is like he has to overcome all this personal shit to get back to the top.
How many times did you watch this? I've watched it like 4 times already.
Like twice, but I remember it. But because it was impactful. I think it's an impactful movie. I don't think a lot of people have given it a chance or maybe just browse over it. But I think it's an Almost Touches the Sun film.
That's exactly where I'd put it, man. It's not as dynamic, I think, as some films like this are, but for anyone who's ever struggled a little bit with the alcohol,
not
like
me.
It's not us, but if you have, no, it's a great fucking story, dude. And one of the best parts is when because he's like a construction worker or whatever, his life's kind of gone to shit or whatever, and the coach at this Catholic school calls, or the president or whatever is like, hey, we want you to come back and coach the team because he has issues with his dad and his life and he fucked up and kind of walked away from the game or whatever, but they wanted him to coach the team. And I think the best scene in the movie is when he's sitting alone in his apartment and he's got like a full case of Busch Light in the fridge and he's talking to himself because he doesn't want to call him back. He's scared to take the job. He's scared to actually do it, but he wants to. So he's like arguing with himself and he keeps going back to the fridge. It's like another beer and another beer and another beer. And then he's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I don't want your fucking job. I don't want your fucking, and then when you find out about his past with his family and they had a kid that died, dude, it's a heartbreaking movie, but it's really good.
Yeah, I think that I think this was the first divorce or Jennifer Garner. I think that was around the time that the whole thing went down.
Yeah.
What was happening in his real life. And you could see it reflecting in his acting performance when he took this movie. So when they were like, "Hey, do you want this script?" He's like, "I don't even have to act.
Yeah.
I can bring my own props, switch their beer. I can do that myself."
And it added to the movie because you could see that he was like exercising some demons. Fucking great movie, man. Watch it if you haven't seen it. If you're in the mood for something sad but good.
Yeah, and I got to go exercise some urine. I'll be right back.
Something must be wrong with my bladder, dude. I haven't peed once this whole stream. But it's okay. I'm going to be all right. I've had a lot of water. I've been on an extreme diet. And it's going to be all right. I'll do a movie Jay did not see, Hypnotic with Ben Affleck. This came out. Robert Rodriguez movie. Ben Affleck, sci-fi movie. Came out in theaters. No one fucking watched it. I mean, I think this thing was in development hell for a while. Nobody fucking watched this movie. And I get why watching it. Ben Affleck was great. It had some interesting concepts. I enjoyed it for a little while. It's kind of like Paycheck's not on this list, but it's kind of like Paycheck for me. It's kind of sort of forgettable, but also kind of interesting. It's just it's a little bit of a dumb premise. I think William Fichtner was the bad guy in this, and he could just like walk through and hypnotize people like a superhero character and make them do what he wanted to. There was some good and bad. I think it's fuckable at the end of the day. Is where I'd stick that. It literally, Hypnotic is kind of the definition of a fuckable movie. Let's see. I know Jay didn't see The Instigators. This was Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, and no one I feel like watched this movie. It was straight to Apple, and it's a lot like The Rip in that it has that terrible looking, like gray CGI straight to streaming movie, and like it just kind of came and went out of nowhere. But if you actually watch the fucking thing, it's got some really heartfelt moments in it. Like Casey Affleck's character is kind of a Deadpoolish sort of character who's actually dealing with a lot, but he uses his smart mouth to cover it up. And it's just a kind of a sort of a forgettable action movie, but it's got some really strong points in it. I would call it fuckable personally, but I know that probably nobody's ever even seen this thing because it literally came and went like a fucking fart in the night. For me, it's pretty rad because it had some like personal stuff that I really like dug in it. But as a movie, to be fair, I don't think I could put it above fuckable. Seeing anything else that Jay hasn't seen while he's gone that I can knock out real quick. I don't think Jay watched The Last Duel. Real quick, what did you guys think about this one? I hated the premise of it because it just made me feel sick to my stomach because it's this character, and it's kind of like Straw Dogs, the original Straw Dogs, where they tell the story from everyone's different perspective about whether or not Adam Driver assaulted her or whatever. And Matt Damon's her husband, but he's also kind of a dick. And he thinks that it was an assault, but Adam Driver's story is different. And then Ben Affleck's just this really horny fucking king. It's a Ridley Scott film. It was interesting enough. I would call it fuckable because it was a well-made movie, but I never, ever want to watch it again because there was nothing about it that made me feel good at all. Did you watch Last Duel?
Does mother knoweth that you weareth her drapes? No, and I did not want to be honest. I like the medieval movies, but I was like, nah, there was nothing appealing about that film at all to me when I saw the trailer for it.
I kind of agree with Ben. It's a little boring, but it's well made in many parts, but it's also a little boring. So fuckable, I think is the good place to stick.
The 3 Sleepateers is what I thought.
You watched Triple Frontier, right? It's the Ben Affleck straight to Netflix movie about he does so many of these movies. Great cast: Oscar Isaac, Pedro Pascal, Charlie Hunnam.
Looks like an ad for DeBella's, the hunting store. I don't. Maybe I did. I don't know. It just looks like. I
feel like we reviewed it.
Do you like hunting deer? Sure. Come to our store. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't.
They're soldiers and they come across a bunch of money and then they steal it and then it's about them kind of getting away with it. It's very much like The Rip, actually.
Doesn't sound familiar. You know what? There's only limited space in my head, and I only keep parts of it movies that really stand out to me, and then other ones like, yeah, I saw it, it was good, I reviewed it, and then I'm like, I forgot about it.
That's fair. I'm gonna stick it halfway between fuckable and pretty rad because it was a good movie, but I also don't ever feel the need to watch it again. The Rip, we just talked about this. What would you?
Okay, so here's the thing. I put it at pretty rad, but I could also be persuaded to put it at fuckable. It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong. And when we say fuckable, it's more like in the 5 to 6 range.
Yeah, it's
right,
fine.
on a 1
and
to
we
10.
both gave it a 7 and an 8, so I think Pretty Rat's
Yeah,
pretty
so
fair.
Pretty Rat's probably the best I can give you. Okay.
Yeah,
Here at the pawn shop.
I would agree with that so much. Pretty Rat's already full, so we're just gonna make it ugly.
It's the best I can do.
Yeah. Do you remember the Tinder Bar COVID movie? I think.
No, dude.
You don't. I swear, we reviewed this, and I think you liked it a lot. He's the uncle of the kid who's the genius writer or whatever. I think.
Kinda. Okay. Kinda. Yeah. Because I think I could kind of compare it to A Perfect World, but not with all the crazy shit that happened.
Kinda. Yeah. It was just not crime.
Yeah.
Like Good Will Hunting meets A Perfect World.
I can't remember much, but I will say Ben's pectorials look amazing leaning against his El Camino.
I'll put this in the same place we put the last one, right between Pretty Rat and Fuckable, because it was a good movie. It was good.
Somebody's in the chat like, this list is not for Jay.
All right, Bourne Identity, the whole franchise, though. The whole franchise, I think all-timer. I fucking think it's great.
I think the first
not
two,
every movie was great.
Well, the first two, all-timer. I think the third one's misunderstood, and the fourth one wasn't terrible. I can't go all-timer with you, man. I can go Almost Touched the Sun. I love it. I think it's a great fucking movie. But I think you know what? The audience would 100% disagree with me. I think they would put it's basically American James Bond. That's essentially what it is. If you're talking about the first movie, right? The Bourne Identity.
From start to finish, really. But like the first movie is the first thing you're going to think about, right? Like, I mean, and I think it changed the action genre in some ways for the worse, because a lot of people did the shaky cam thing, but it's really American James Bond.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay. You know what? All right. I'll put it all-timer. You got to. You really do. It's a staple of action films as far as espionage action films, and it's the closest America has ever gotten to replicating James Bond. It's a shame that Jeremy Renner, who actually wanted to take up the mantle and move on with it, which I think would have been smart, by the way. If they wanted to make it like an American James Bond, they would have had a lead actor kind of take over the role and be, you know what, crazy? What if they just made another Jason Bourne? You know, what if they had really committed to it? And they're like, all right, well, this is the new Jason Bourne. And then they had just done a few movies with him, and then there would be a new Jason Bourne.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, dude. I think the franchise may still be going if they did that, honestly. Like, and I agree that I think it changed the action genre. I think it was a fucking revelation, and I think that like those movies are so rewatchable, dude. Like the first three specifically. Someone said the second movie is better than the first movie. I like them both the same because the first one had the mystery of not knowing who he was. You know what I mean? So that was kind of fun.
Yeah,
for me.
And the second one, the motherfucker's got his full Captain Planet powers. Like he's ready to do work.
Yeah, dude.
So,
fucking easy to watch on a Sunday afternoon.
And by the way, so when that goes up there, if you guys are tuning in, that's the entire franchise, by the way. It's not just the Bourne Identity. The Bourne Identity, the first one, would be an Almost Touches the Sun film.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. As a whole franchise, though, it's so fucking good. Interstellar.
What? Oh, yeah.
I forget Matt Damon's even in this fucking thing, but as a movie.
That's the movie. It's an all-timer. Interstellar is an all-timer fucking movie, dude. Like soundtrack, plot, acting, storyline, everything, pacing. That's an all fucking timer goddamn movie, dude. Maybe one of the best. No, it's definitely top 5 best space movies, period.
Yeah. Dude, when they go to that planet that's all waves, that shit was fucking scary. Like it's just a gigantic, the whole planet's waves. It's fucking, that's some shit that people don't think about. But Christopher Nolan was like,
I think about it. Toasted chalupa.
Did Hans Zimmer do the soundtrack?
I think so, yeah.
That's one of the most memorable soundtracks of all time, dude. I'm not kidding. Like John Williams, like he's got the monopoly on a lot of the big ones, right? But Hans Zimmer in this score was so fucking incredible. What a movie. What a fucking movie, dude.
Dude, it's fucking some of the best special effects you'll ever see. Best acting you'll ever see. Dude, when he's driving away from his kids and he has to do it to save the world, but he also maybe has to leave his kids behind for the rest of his life, fucking breaks your heart, dude. And he's crying.
Well, the part that got me was, well, obviously everyone knows when he was like listening to the old messages and he's watching his kids grow up on the screen and he starts, you know, he missed everything. But the part that really got me was when he went to the fourth dimension or whatever the fuck that shit was, and he was
From
in a
behind the
library.
bookshelf.
He's like, "Don't let me leave, Murph."
Oh,
I was like, "God damn it! Hit the fucking wall harder. Make that
Yeah.
watch fall."
dude. And then it's so sad at the end because he finally gets back to her and she's an old fucking woman. I hated that. I mean,
Well-
it's exactly what they should have done for the movie, but I
Well,
hated
you know what?
it.
They're supposed to make a sequel. Well, there were supposed rumors about a sequel because the last thing that his daughter tells him, he's like, she's out there alone. You got to go back because she doesn't know any of this shit's happening, and she's setting up somewhere on another planet without knowledge of what's, that we're good. Humans are good, and then he takes that spaceship and he goes off. I would love to see a sequel to this, but by the way, I like this because Matt Damon is in this. He's such a piece of shit coward. I like that because it's like, again, I think it shows the versatility in Matt Damon's arsenal.
It's kind of where the meme comes from, where it's the two astronauts and he's like, "Oh, the Earth," and it's like it always was, with a gun to the back of his head. Yeah, all timer, dude.
All-timer.
Fucking.
Some people are gonna like tune in and they're gonna be like, "I thought we were doing Ben Affleck, Matt Damon movies. What the fuck are some of these movies doing on here?" Because they'll forget.
They're just interesting movies to talk about that we don't normally get to talk about, so it makes it fun. Speaking of which, Euro Trip,
Oh
Matt
my
Damon
God.
barely in the movie, but makes
What a
an
skank.
astounding effect on it.
I thought he fucking sang it when I first watched this movie as a kid, and Scotty doesn't know that like that. I thought I was like, God damn, Matt Damon can rock that shit. He should. He just like do. He could do dual. He could be an actor and a fucking musician. It
Yeah,
turns
like a
out
pop
he
punk.
didn't sing it.
That was the
Matt
band
Damon
Lustra.
Lustra, yeah. Matt Damon was in the movie at the very beginning at the party, so technically he is. Euro Trip is dude. I know people are gonna hate this. I put it almost such as the sun. I love fucking Euro Trip. Euro Trip is underrated as shit. People always talk about the other big ones, right? The big Lebowskis of this type of genre. They talk about Road Trip. They talk about what's the other big one that came out? American Pie, things like that.
Old School.
Euro Trip, old school. Euro Trip fit in perfectly with that. I think captured really a cool moment in time. The 90s feel to it.
Yeah,
It's almost such.
you made out with your own sister. I completely agree. It's
Absinthe.
The sun.
Don't drink absinthe. It's like, do you feel anything? I don't feel a fucking thing. So that fat elf.
This is all you, dude. I've never seen this movie. It's a big hole in my movie watching resume. I've never seen The Talented Mr. Ripley. So it's all you.
Well, here's the problem. No, it's not. I've seen it. I've seen it more than once. I just don't remember anything about it. I do remember liking it. Put it to a vote.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Rattle out in the chat. Where should Talented Mr. Ripley go? I'm gonna watch that very soon.
It's a good movie. I do remember liking it a lot. By the way, look at Jude Law's hair. That's like slowly retreating from his scalp. But at that time, Jude Law still has it.
I think that's why I didn't watch it, dude, because I've never liked Jude Law, and I know you like him
What?
a lot.
I
I've
love
never
Jude
liked
Law,
Jude
dude.
Law.
How do you not-
I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Is he British? Is that it? Is it because he's British?
Jude Law is amazing, dude. I like Jude Law a lot.
Just kidding, British people. I love you.
Jude Law. I think I think
says he's a gay serial killer.
I think the problem with Jude Law is that Jude Law is a great actor, but he got caught up in like real like hardcore chick flicks.
Yeah.
For some reason, and then that a lot of dudes were like, I don't know, you kind of seem like a pussy, and they didn't really like vibe with him that much.
Stacy says all timer. Doom Turkey says almost touches the sun to all timer. Holly says pretty rad.
I swear to God, if I saw clips of the movie, I probably remember it. Would probably. Yeah, dude. What a great train ride that was, huh? In Euro Trip.
Pretty rad. Pretty rad. All right, well, let's just stick it in the middle at pretty rad. It seems like it's all top marks though. Nothing above.
I feel like
below
that's
pretty
going to
rad.
be controversial because I feel like a lot of people love that movie.
Well, yeah, there was a couple all timers, so let me put it between Almost Touches the Sun and Pretty Rad. Just stick it right there. How about Armageddon? Animal Crackers.
It's not Ben Affleck's obviously on the cover, looking up to the stars, thinking that he gets to work with Bruce Willis. I can't believe I'm here. That's what that look says. Early on in his acting career as well, you can definitely tell he's still green around the ears as far as like how he is performing. It's not bad. It's Bruce Willis's movie. Without Bruce Willis and his crew, it just doesn't work. Without a doubt. And the movie it's corny as fuck. Okay, let's be real. It's corny as hell, but I love it. I fucking love it,
entertaining
dude.
as
I love
fuck,
the
dude.
Aerosmith backdrop. I love a whole goddamn rock thing. I love that, you know, Bruce Willis sacrifices himself. He's like, you always were like a son to me. He's like, I love you, Harry. And spit's coming out of his mouth, and he's really trying.
I'm gonna
Ben
have to
Affleck
break
is
that
really
promise.
trying in this. I put it at, and I gotta be fair here. I put it at pretty rad. It's not an all-timer. It's not an almost touches the sun, but it is an enjoyable popcorn film.
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll put it like I would put it between Almost Touches the Sun and Pretty Rad because it's the beacon of a bygone era of what blockbuster films used to be. Yes, it's corny. Yes, it's dumb at times, but fuck, it is the definition of a blockbuster movie, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And entertaining as shit.
That was back in the day when like theaters actually gave a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or not theaters, but like movie studios were trying to produce the big hits of the summer.
The
And, like,
quintessential.
this came out. Deep Impact came out like 2 months later.
Yeah, not the same. It's a quintessential fucking Bruckheimer Michael Bay movie, dude. When they're at the top of their game.
What happened, Harry? They found oil on Uranus.
I'm putting Mallrats. I'm putting Mallrats in all timer. It's one of
all-timer.
the best
We don't need to
comedies
talk
of
about
all
it.
time.
don't
Yeah,
need to talk
just
about it.
fashionable male. I love the smell of commerce in the morning. Yeah, dude. Mallrats is fucking absolute classic. The food court or the eatery? The eatery is a food court. Daredevil. Ben Affleck. Where'd you fucking go? I can see you. Where did you disappear from me? Oh, I don't know if I'm watching Jay change his battery, but like he's got the camera like underneath his face. God, I wish you guys could see this shit. Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Man, I'll tell you this. When he goes into his sleep chamber and Seethers hang on, down, it's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. The movie's pretty shitty, though. I would put Daredevil in fuckable myself. I'll wait till Jay gets back to make an actual decision on that. But absolute dog shit movie sometimes. Fucking Bullseye, Colin Farrell. I never missed peanuts. But it's entertaining. And Michael Clark Duncan was a fucking good Kingpin. Was a good ping. People ask about what happened to my hand. Nothing big. I get this. I get like a golf ball fucking swelling in my hand after volleyball sometimes because I hit the ball so hard, and it's like I'm trying to fix it. So
Were
that's
you
all.
hearing me while I was changing my camera?
No, I didn't hear you. I could see your fucking.
God damn it!
face.
I was giving my review of it as I was trying to change the camera. No,
Yeah, I said fuckable personally.
I gave my life away. Yeah, dude.
There's nothing left to say.
I mean, I put it pretty rad. What the fuck? Listen,
Oh.
it was corny as shit, and I understand why people don't like it. But come on, dude. Frosted Tip Ben Affleck playing around at Daredevil, running over rooftops. You got Colin Farrell. I never miss. You
I'll
got
stick
that
it right between.
I'm an outlaw. Quick on the draw.
That scene where he fights Elektra in the kids' playground was so fucking awful.
I think they met on that. I think him and
Yeah.
Jennifer Garner like met on that set and got married. But yeah, dude, Michael Clark Duncan was amazing as
Yeah, dude.
Kingpin. I know
He-
that race baiters don't like that shit because he was black, and Kingpin's white. But Michael Clark Duncan pulled the fuck off, dude. He did.
Yeah. He was fucking awesome, dude. Saving Private Ryan. I don't think I can argue this one, right? That's
Hold
an
on,
all-timer.
we don't want to talk about that.
I gotta rewatch it. I've not seen it in years, and I used to think it was overrated, but I'm not gonna argue that. Everybody knows
The
that's
last
classic.
words that Tom Hanks said to Matt Damon: "Earn this, earn this." You got to earn that shit.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
All right. Well, it's almost such as the Sun film.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
but-
dude, it's almost Mallrats Clerks fucking classic, but it's just sometimes it's a little too much. Just
Yeah.
barely keeps it out.
Gotta go on poopshoot.com to really give your thoughts.
Yeah. Fucking I love it though. I do love it deeply. Field of Dreams. They were both in this. I didn't even know that. I don't remember it.
Were they background characters?
Fuck, I have no idea, dude. I don't just the movie in
Did they-
general,
were they-
I guess.
Were they people they hired to hold up the shrubs on the movie? I don't remember them at all. Like
I don't
as far
either.
as the movie, Field of Dreams is an all timer. It's like the movie itself is an all timer. That's just the movie itself. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. It's weird. We're ranking Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's performance.
I know, but again, it's a fun opportunity to talk about shit we don't usually get to talk about, like Field of Dreams. I had no idea they were in it either, but I haven't seen it in like 10 years, so I can't really say anything. Batman versus Superman. Jay and I are about to piss off a lot of people when we stick this where it fucking belongs, which is an all-timer.
Go suck an egg, Steve. It's going in the
care.
all-timer. Yep, it's going there. It's going there, and it will stay there until you like it.
Do you bleed? You will.
Why did you say that name? Say it. Say it.
We don't care. Dude, did you watch this fucking horny ass movie, Deep Water?
No, but I don't want to.
You know you do, dude. I promise. It's so fucked up.
This shit
It's
looks depressing on the cover.
fucked up, dude. And people in the chat who've seen this, you know what I'm talking about. This movie is so fucked, dude. He's dating Ana de Armas, and she's a slut, and like she's like banging this dude like right in front of him, and it's so fucking weird. It's terrible as a movie. It's fucking terrible as a movie. But goddamn, is it so weird that it makes it fucking entertaining? I'll say fuckable. I'd almost say pretty rad as far as just weird ass shit.
This looks like after a night out at karaoke bar, and you're like, I don't have any money left in my bank account. Why did I do that?
It's so
Then you
fucking
sober
weird,
up
man.
and you realize how much you spent.
It's like shitty wild things. Like it's fucking wild. You know what's not shitty? Chasing fucking Amy.
It's an all-timer.
I fucking agree, dude.
It's an
And you know
all-timer.
what?
And I used to hate this movie when it came out because you had Clerks, you had Mallrats, and then you had this. Because it was complete departure from the type of comedy that I was expecting from Kevin Smith. But this movie went the opposite way. It had comedy. It had the weird, gross out humor in some ways, but it was a more of a serious approach to life's problems, I guess, in a way that, you know what? Ben Affleck, super young, again, in his performance, rocked the fuck out in this movie. And I was like, where did all that talent go when you did Phantoms? What did you do?
It's a movie that you go back when you watch it when it originally came out, you're expecting Mallrats and like you kind of hated it right when it came out. And then when you go back and revisit it when you're a little bit older, you realize, dude, that has all of the best parts of a Clerks Mallrats type of movie. It's just a little bit more dramatic. Yeah. It's still just as fucking funny though. And Jason Lee's so good in this movie, dude. It's one of Jason Lee's best performances too.
Jason Lee was great.
Excuse me, what's a Nubian?
Go fuck yourself, racist. No, I will say the part that I remember this, and I was like, what the fuck is going? What are you talking about? What crack did you smoke from Kevin Smith's trailer when he was like, I think we all should have a threesome?
Oh, that was gnarly.
What the fuck are you talking about? Jason Lee is obviously having a hard time accepting his sexuality if he is gay. But you're
Call me a
about,
tracer one more fucking time.
But Jason Lee's like, yeah, I maybe I'm attracted to you. And he's like, let's just all fuck. We'll get over it. I'm like, that's dumb.
Dude, maybe I think it was the 90s. I could be wrong. Maybe it was
No, it was
2000s.
99. I think it was like 99.
Okay, but in my opinion, one of the most underrated 90s movies. Or 2000s if it is that. Yeah, I agree, all-timer. Let's put some love in its butt. Finger cuffs. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
All-timer.
Stick it in, Rod. Jason, fucking Leap Pace, not Leap Pace. Josh Whedon's Justice League went to Sucks My Butt, Steve. This is the exact opposite of that. This is a 4-hour fucking epic, one of the greatest comic book movies you will ever witness in your goddamn life.
It really is.
A fucking epic all-timer.
And you can actually see, by the way, watching this version of the film, that Ben Affleck gives a fuck about what he's portraying. Like the version of Batman that him and Snyder had come up with, the adaptation of Frank Miller that they wanted to inject into the movie. You can see all of that. And so much so that Ben Affleck agreed to come back and film an additional scene for Zack Snyder for the ending of the movie when they have Martian Manhunter show up. Which originally Snyder wanted Green Lantern. I think he wanted John Stewart to show up. And they're like, no. You don't get everything you want, Snyder. And he's like, all right, well, I guess we can't film the last scene. Not. I'll film it in my backyard. And he did. Ben Affleck as Batman, amazing, dude. Without it, like the perfect interpretation of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh God, I wish they could have made that fucking movie.
So much so that Frank Miller himself said specifically, that's exactly the Batman that I was writing about. All right. like Christian Bale and Christopher Nolan tried. They pulled a lot from Frank Miller, but Frank Miller never really said, "Oh yeah, that's my Batman." He said that though about Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah, and
So.
you could argue Ben Affleck's the greatest Batman. I mean, I'm not saying he is, but you could argue he is. Like,
I mean, he's
you could
well,
argue it.
yeah, he's definitely in the conversation because there are people that prefer their Batman thick and meaty. So.
He was. Do you want to go to war? Argo. This is a movie that won everything. Everybody loved it. I watched it once. I thought it was fine.
I don't remember shit about it.
Yeah, I'd say pretty rad. It was a well-made movie. I've never thought to ever watch it again. It's just like, I'm glad Ben Affleck got his flowers as a director. So that made me happy, but I'd say
he looks
rad.
like he's like someone just asked, "Who wants the mustache ride?" That's the face that you get. What?
I do. Yeah, I agree. It was slow at times, but it was still a good movie. So yeah,
a lot of overlapping
listed.
here. A lot of overlapping. But hey, you know what? To be fair, to just show how great of actors these two are, there's only 3 films totally that are in the bad category. Everything else is like pretty good.
Yeah, and you could argue maybe Pearl Harbor could be in Sucks My Butt, Steve, but like, dude, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think they're such a pop culture thing. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are, their friendship and all that stuff and all the Jimmy Kimmel jokes and all that shit like that. But like, careful, Jay, calm down.
Don't bring up his fucking name again. That fucking fake laughing hyena.
I honestly think because they're so pop culture and they're so famous and everything they do, specifically Affleck is in the tabloids and what, I think that they're underappreciated as actual actors and like writers and shit like that. And I think in 20 years, 30 years, whatever, people will look back and be like, fuck, those guys were major for Hollywood, for movies in general.
I agree.
I mean, look at this fucking list, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
That's the tier list, bitches. That's the fucking tier list, Trey. We did it.
And we're done.
And it's done. And I'm going to have sex with your buns.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
With permission, because otherwise that's called rape, brother.
I do now have to pee.
Oh, okay.
It is my time to pee. You want to start,
I'll start on the
super chats? Okay. I'll be right back. Yes, I will.
That's how we do things around here. Hey, guys, welcome back to We Watched the Movie. My name is Mike. I'm wearing a hat. Do you see that I'm wearing a hat? I hope you do. It's black because I support the black community. I'm not racist, even though people have said that I am, even though I own a bunch of sheets that I keep cleaned and pressed in my closet, some with pointy hats. It doesn't mean that I am. Look at this, okay? Behind me is a light-up slushy machine that I bought and purchased from a flea market. Do you know who I purchased it from? Mexicans. You know why? Because I also support them as well. Listen, at the end of the day, you guys are loved. You guys are blessed because you know why? We're all American. Some of us are. I don't know. Actually, some of you guys may not be Americans, but we're all humans. I also like to look at pictures of dogs' buttholes and maybe want to lick it. That's weird. All right. So we have Tim, 27, McChickens. Loomis, comb your hair. Brush your teeth. I can smell it here. It smells like poop stains. Your tongue. Disgusting. Brush your teeth. We have Eric the Hess. I'm being written up at work. Again! Oh, fuck, dude. Loomis, how do I tell my fellow coworkers to find their spine, grab their balls, and stop crying about every little fucking thing? Anyway, love to y'all, Wham fam. What you gotta do is look at your coworkers and say, are y'all pussies? Is there a fish market nearby? Because it smells like there's pussies on the horizon. Stop being a wuss. Stand up with me. The manager is a kiss ass, an asshole. He's not going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. That's what you say. But then again, be careful. Be careful because you don't know. Just Credible 9. Sup, boys? Have you tried any Aussie beers? I have not tried any Aussie beers at all. Nope, I haven't. I'll ask Mike when he comes back. Michael Parton says always preferred Schumerverse over Burtonverse. No, Michael, that's too strong of an opinion. We don't know. Listen, Batman Forever has grown on me. I think Val Kilmer was an amazing Batman, but the Schumerverse, come on, dog. Like that was a toy commercial. When Batman and Robin came out, that was pure like Kenner toy commercial. They're like trying to sell toys to kids. But it is what it is. Casper, Jay, what's your take on late night talk shows? Shut the fuck up. I can't do that again. That went on too long. I think they're dog shit. I think that late night talk shows are a cancer to TV. I think they've lost all appeal. The only last good late night talk show hosts were Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno, and David Letterman. You could throw Craig Ferguson in there. All the other ones are garbage ass fucking humans that are interested in pushing political agendas and goddamn fake laughing throughout all of it. Fuck them. Anyhow, Logan Misak says, did you guys hear the rumors about the beginning of Avengers Doomsday involving Toby's Spider-Man and the X-Men? Your thoughts? That would be awesome. That would be amazing. I think everyone's butthole would leak if they do that. I don't know if that's true, but what a way to start a movie if they do that. I also, well, you know what, to be fair, if they do that, because I don't think that James Marsden's going to be in it a very long time. I think he'll be in it for a little bit. You'll have some kind of flashback sequence, and then they'll move on. But if Tobey Maguire shows up at the X-Mansion and maybe helps the X-Men fight off like a Sentinel attack or something, and then they all die, and that's where that trailer, that'd be cool as fuck, to be honest. Oh, yeah. So, Mike.
I'm gay.
Have you ever tried any Aussie beers?
I had you and I both tried a Foster's Italian for beer or Australian for beer.
Oh yeah, we did.
That's about the only one I think.
I said I didn't. Cinderella says the heroes for the Halloween game have been shown. No, they haven't. No, I'm kidding. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, but cool beans. John,
I know they're new characters, I believe, right? They're not like Jamie Lee Curtis, thankfully.
Well, I mean, it would be cool if they actually put some of the people that have survived Michael in the game.
Yeah, like some other people should get their time to shine, you know?
John Dragon. Hey, Mike, I'm super pumped for S7. Oh, Scream 7. What a
best
piece
franchise.
of shit. But are you by any chance worried we haven't gotten a second trailer yet, given the movie is only a few weeks away now?
Dude, I don't know what the hell happened. Listen, Daniel Rickman, the Scooper guy, said he came out and he said on Tuesday there's going to be a mini trailer, on Wednesday there's going to be a poster, on Thursday there's going to be a full trailer. The mini trailer happened, the poster happened, and then the trailer never came out. I don't know if something else came out they didn't want to compete with. I thought it'd be this week, but tomorrow's the Masters of the Universe trailer, so that's not going to be. They have to do another trailer. I mean, every movie does a second trailer, so I think next week is my best guess. They got to do it soon. I agree with you. It's strange. It's weird.
Dr. Corndog says Loomis doesn't know that me and Chalice do it in the backyard of Hardy's every Sunday. Loomis doesn't know that Dr. Corndogs is a piece of shit that sucks on corn dogs every night with no mustard ketchup because he puts them in his butt. You'll have a monkey PFP. Oh, you are a loser. Dr. Corndogs, he likes corn dogs in the microwave.
And it is, but everybody knows.
I love you, Dr. Corndogs. Robin Barker, member for 19 months. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's Saturday. The year is 1999. You're spending the day at the movies. You see one horror, one comedy, and one action or drama. What are you seeing? What are you drinking and snacking on? 1999. God damn, Robin. Now you have to go back to the old playbook and look up the movies that came out in 1999.
Yeah, that's an impossible question to answer, almost.
I think one of the horror movies I would be watching would be House on Haunted Hill, if that came out in 99.
Yeah, it's impossible to really get into this because you have to do some full-on research, you know? But just to fling it?
I don't know.
Oh, Any Given Sunday? Fuck yeah. That's a great one. Stir of Echoes?
Well, The Sixth Sense, probably. I don't know. Like, fuck you,
so
Robin. God damn. But as far as like what I'd be drinking and snacking on, probably a soda and fucking popcorn. Because I wasn't of the age to drink adult beverages at that point.
Yeah. Comedy, I'd say Varsity Blues. And I'd do a Surge soda.
You do that like I don't think that's a comedy. I always felt like it was
Varsity
more of
Blues?
I feel like that's a drama comedy.
It's a drama comedy, but it's mostly a comedy. It's a comedy first and foremost.
Throw that fucking pigskin. I don't know, because that guy was a all right.
Maybe 3D Doritos. I don't know.
Yeah, they were good. John Dragon also says, I'm so pumped for Scream 7. God, why don't you take it out of your mouth for 5 seconds so you can breathe? Well, yeah. I'm hoping this one embraces way more of a Scream 1's grim tone and delivers on a very well-told story with incredible directing from Williamson. What do you personally want? Well, why don't you just fucking shit in one hand and wish in the other?
You're right, my friend. John, don't listen to this naysayer over here. Don't listen to them. Let a naysayer know. Let a naysayer know, as they say. I couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly what I want. I want it to have the grim tone with the comedy and feel like a natural flowing element and not like it's trying to be Wes Craven, but that it is Wes Craven's Scream. I think you nailed it. I think you fucking nailed it.
Mission Impossible. Emotionless Zombie says, hi guys. I watched Primate again and crazy hot take, but damn, Johnny Sequoia as Lucy is the prettiest final girl ever.
Dude, I'll tell you this. I wouldn't say ever, but like the second time I watched it, I thought the same thing to myself. I was like, she's underrated in this movie. She's really good. Jay, you're gonna like Primate a lot when you see it, dude. You're gonna like it.
Wait. I bet Dr. Corndogs he's an executive producer of it. Piece of shit. Tea drinker Gary says, imagine a guy walking into a bar, fucked up, covered in blood, and he orders a shot, and someone says, what the fuck happened to you? And he says, I got into a fight with an elephant. Yeah, dude. Either that guy is going to be a badass, like everyone's going to buy him a drink, like, what did you do? Like, how did you survive it? Or they're going to be like, that motherfucker's lying his ass off. And I'd say that a bunch of dudes.
I'd say exactly what I said before. I was like, dude, what? You know, everybody would ask that question, be like, why didn't you move? Like, jump out of the way. I don't understand how an elephant kills 20 people. I just don't.
Yeah. We have Byron Hansen. Corey should be in Limp Bizkit. Thoughts, Loomis? I don't know if Limp Bizkit has room on their roster for a Michael Jackson impersonator moonwalking with a shiny coat. I didn't even know Limp Bizkit was still around.
Yeah, new tunes. They got new tunes. Some of them aren't that bad, honestly.
New toots? They're farting a lot. Nasty.
Toots.
I'm sure he thought about it. He's like, oh, maybe I can replace Wes. Brian Crizel, thank you so much, says, hello, guys and my people. What's the odds Dolph Lundgren is in the new Masters of the Universe movie? 0. I love,
it'd be cool,
listen, Dolph Lundgren as He-Man, corny as hell, absolutely. Terrible, absolutely. Did it work though? Absolutely. The thing about that film, Masters of the Universe, when it came out, was that it was corny as hell. Frank Langella was the best part with Skeletor, but it just worked. It was there was something charismatic about it. And I remember hearing this interview, or not this interview, but there's someone that was talking about Stallone came on set to watch some of them filming the movie, and they were like, when Dolph Lundgren was doing lines, they're like, you're letting him talk, because Stallone had worked with him on Rocky 4, and he's like, you're letting him talk. His accent's so thick. And the original idea behind the movie with Masters of the Universe, they were going to dub over Dolph Lundgren's line because his accent was too thick, and they just left it in. I don't know if it's because they didn't care. They're like, no, it works. But yeah, I don't think Dolph Lundgren's going to show up. I don't.
It'd be cool.
I think
if
they're trying to.
Cameo, though.
I would be awesome, but I don't think he will. But Byron Hansen says best DC projects: Dark Knight, Smallville, Flash, season 1, 2, 3, 4, Justice League Unlimited 5, Batman Beyond 6, JLA Dark Apocalypse War, JLA Flashpoint, Legion of Superheroes, Man of Steel, Teen Titans. It's a strong list of what you've done here, Byron.
Yeah, I gotta say my list would be entirely different, but I love that yours is so fucking specific and it delves deep into like the CW shows and the animated series. That's
here's the thing:
dope.
Smallville was badass, and I think Smallville was great until it lost steam, probably around season 6-ish. But I remember loving Smallville. Smallville was amazing. Flash, like the first season, like the second season, but when he's like, we're all the Flash, like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. Barry Allen is the Flash. You're not a team like that. But as far as animated goes, DC will always have the upper hand, always. And then you put Man of Steel on there, which I respect, because a lot of haters don't even want to put Man of Steel on any list whatsoever. Like, there's wars that are still fought in the subreddits about Man of Steel, where they hate the fucking movie. But so
Jay,
good on you.
did you miss this fucking?
What the fuck? I did.
Oh my god! You know what? You know what? I'm pausing for time so I can find it, and then I did it.
Come on now, more margaritas. Great ass.
Thank you, Lee.
Lee, thank you, man.
Lee. Hell yeah, Lee. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. It's very kind of
Says,
you.
hey, my handsome fellas. Hope you all doing good. As for me, I'm okay. I've gotten into a car accident with my truck. Whoa.
Oh,
My
not the
is
truck.
totaled, so I'm on the waiting room for them to give me what's my truck is worth. Loomis Chalice, I need you both to cheer me up. Oh, damn, dude. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Lee the Machine Bowers, the legend around here, always a big supporter of the channel. He's got a badass truck that he's shown us pictures of. And holy fuck, dude, that shit's totaled. God damn, man. I'm sorry. That sucks.
That truck was a masterpiece. All right. And for you, Lee.
Liver killer.
That's to your truck, pal. Because that thing pulled in the punani. As Steven Seagal once said, Lee. As Steven Seagal once said. And your truck pulled it in. He walked on the streets with that truck and said, and he got it. I am sick. I've not been sick since I found out that Linda was sleeping with an NBA player. As I am right now for you and your truck. Rest in peace to the monster truck that was. And build a new one for us all.
I'll tell you this, Lee, even though you're a panty sniffer and an underwear stealer, I'm glad that you weren't injured in your totality of your monster truck, who you mistakenly thought was going to pull you ass. It never pulled you ass. It just drained your credit card for goddamn gas. But thank God you're okay. Now,
that's what's important.
Moving forward, get a good car. Right. Move on from your monster truck. Get a Subaru. Hatchback.
Are you a lesbian?
Shut your goddamn mouth up, you hemorrhoid.
He's a lesbian.
You're a lesbian. No, you're not. You're gay.
I'm both,
gay
actually.
man.
I like it all.
Anyway, don't worry about it. Mistakes happen and bad things happen, but you're okay. That's it. But you're still a nasty panty sniffer. I don't like you.
Honestly, that sucks, Lee. God
yeah,
damn.
dude, I couldn't imagine how fucking terrible that would be, but thank God you're okay. And you know, at the end of the day, you know, shit can be replaced. So
that's important.
We have Byron. Oh, I'm sorry. We have Michael Parton. When Ghostbusters 2016 bombed, the producer said all men are sexist, misogynistic haters for not supporting our movie. But that wasn't the problem. No, it sucked because it took a pure movie like Ghostbusters where it was fun for everyone, regardless of sex, gender, creed, whatever. Just some comedians having fun, telling a cool paranormal story with some hijinks involved. And they wanted to make a political message that shit on everyone that didn't and also it was just unfunny garbage. It was fucking sludge. That movie sucked so much dick that they almost put the porn industry out of business. It was that much dick sucking going on with that film. It was that bad, okay? I think the reason why that movie failed is not only was it unfunny, it was unoriginal. There was nothing interesting about it. The characters were bland and boring. But is also because they wanted to attack anybody that had a difference of opinion, not because of sexism or any or racism, just because you said, I don't think it's a good movie. They're like, yeah, fucking Nazi.
They set out. They knew that it was. I've never seen anything like it. They knew their movie was going to suck before they ever wrote a single word on the page. Because when Paul Feig came out with the movie, he said, yes, I'm making a new Ghostbusters. And yes, it'll be full of women. And just put the flag out there that said, you're not allowed to critique this movie because it's 2016 and you have to like it. I'm going to shovel you shit and you have to like it or else you're a misogynist. And guess what happened? That's what happened.
Yeah, it was garbage. We have Emotionless Zombie. Have you guys seen the trailer for Cold Storage with Joe Keery and Liam Neeson? CGI doesn't look great, but still looks fun to watch. I haven't seen it.
It's by a book. I think David Coep. I could be wrong. It may not be David Coep, but whoever wrote the book, it's an original thing. And I saw the trailer for it. I thought it looked really good too. I think it could be really interesting. I want to see it.
Cody Goodson. Hey, Loomis, you kind of look like Tim Walls. You look like a butt fucker. That's what I think.
you
look like a-
retard.
I have hair. Tim Walls has no hair. And by the way, if I open up a daycare center, there's going to be kids that actually populate it. So you're a dumbass. You're dumb. Thank you, Cody. Jeremy Shelley says, Scream 7. I'm getting ready, Mike. Let's go.
Get up. I'm pumped too, buddy. Don't let Jay take you down a notch or 5. I'm pumped too. It's happening next month.
I can't wait for Stu's resurrection. It's gonna be great. Emotionally Zombie says, Corey, I bought a cool looking Jason backpack off a website called Wolfpack. Thoughts? Well, I'll tell you right now, Emotionally Zombie, I think that you've been led astray off the path of like what I would consider a good person. Because whoa, what are you doing? Supporting crazy people in the Middle East like the Wolfpack, who have a bunch of money to keep supporting genocide against me and my people. That's what I think. So I think you're stupid, Emotionally Zombie. Don't come to my show. If I see you, I'll have security take you out. I don't know. Kratos War. That writer for Gunn's Batman completely bastardized Zaz, Huntress, Cassandra Cain, and Black Mask. Well, that's always a good supportive message. That's fucking terrible. We don't want to see that at all. I don't know. What do you mean? Like Victor Zaz is what they're talking about. Huntress, which is also
Ewan McGregor. Yeah, okay. Well, I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun.
Birds of Prey. I haven't seen it. I didn't want to watch it. But if it was, why did you take those characters though and fuck that up?
Well, no, like if that movie was going to carry on the DC universe, I would totally agree with you. Yeah, they fucked up the characters, but as a standalone movie that was a one-off, I just thought it was really fun. But I get what you're saying.
Creta Tea Drinker Gary says Gone Girl was so good. Amber Heard took notes. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I watched the goddamn trial, Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, and it was like Gone Girl in real life. Without a fucking, she left a shit. She left a turd on his pillow. It was like, that's what happens. Like what? And then
she thought she was Gone Girl.
And then she was like, he drank a whole bottle of wine. I don't know why. I pushed him to the point of breaking, and he drank a whole goddamn bottle of wine and tried to hit me. No, he didn't.
So I brought Elon Musk to the apartment and fucked him. And James.
She did fuck Elon Musk apparently. So, Wheelied, love you, fellers. Departed, Goodwill, Rounders, The Town, Gone Baby Gone are my faves from these two. You've been my favorite channel for years now. Keep being awesome. Heart.
Thanks, Willie. You, Willie. Dude, I agree. If you guys have never seen Gone Baby Gone, oh my god, that movie's a fucking 10. That's such a good fucking movie. I haven't watched that in years. I'm gonna rewatch it soon. Thanks to you, buddy. Thank you, Willie. Gary B. Hot take, but I feel Pearl Harbor sucks my butt, Steve. Well, that's not really a hot take. A lot of people actually didn't like that movie. I think when it came out, I think the general consensus was that it was all right, but even then it was like a chick flick. But over time, I think I get what you're saying. Take it or leave it says, men, please try first 3 episodes of Andor. If no, quit it. That's if all no, you,
quit. He said both of us. He said men.
Yeah, well, you know me. I don't fuck with Star Wars very much unless it's a major event. I really don't care.
You know that the Star Wars guy. Kathleen Kennedy is gone.
Yeah,
and now we have Jon Favreau and that other fucking guy. I don't remember his name, but is it better now? It couldn't be worse. Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni is the next guy that's in charge now. Dave Filoni.
Yeah, we'll see.
What a fucking stretch mark
I think the Ryan Gosling movie, The Last Starfighter, or whatever the fuck it's called, that's interesting. That might get people back in
if you want to save Star Wars, okay, here's how you do it. It's the easiest thing in the world. You've already
to the Old Republic.
Yes, dude. You've already driven into the ground and pissed on the face of the Jedi with your fucking Disney-fied version of Star Wars. Cast Keanu Reeves to play Darth Revan and make Knights of the Old Republic. Bring George Lucas back in some capacity get a badass director and a badass fucking writer that has nothing to do with Disney
Yes.
and bring them in.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what everybody say.
Gary B
I
says,
agree.
Micah J, do you like apples? Well, I got a number. How about them apples?
How about them apples?
That was
Great
badass. When that happened, I was like, I wish I could.
That fucking guy was such a deuce with his ponytail. He's like, well, actually, dude. He's like,
Yeah.
my boy's wicked smart.
Yeah, dude. That the guy with the ponytail was like that kind of dude that you go on a date with him, and he was like, "Can I smell your toes?" Like to the girl. Like he just looked like that kind of dude. Tea drinkers. Gary says, "Did you see Masters of the Universe teaser?" Yes, we did early on.
Watched it
We did.
at the beginning of the stream, my good man.
Look good. Look good.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Robert Valgard says, "Hey guys, love the way the last stream ended. I wish Jay's drunken hour was a recurring segment."
Yeah, dude, I should just leave the stream in the fourth
No,
hour and just
don't
let
do
you
that.
go crazy.
By the way, it's my 29th birthday. Any words of wisdom for the years ahead? Go Broncos.
I agree. Go Broncos this week. Fuck the Patriots and their stupid Patriot asses. Hell yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, at 29 years old, I don't know, work hard. Don't take out debt you can't afford to pay back. Don't be stupid with your money. Grind when you need to grind for a promotion or whatever. But have fun and don't get stressed out with trying to be number one all the time. Just live. I think
Yeah,
that's the best advice I can give.
Yeah, that's a really good point, man. The 30s are weird because they can go by like crazy because you're there, like you're an adult now, but you're still kind of stuck in a lot of the sludge of your 20s a little bit. I would say exactly what Jay said. Don't try to be fucking Superman. Stop for a second and just enjoy that shit.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You're
Don't
on the
let
bridge
motherfuckers
between-
like chirp in your ear and be like, "You should be here. You should be there at your
Yeah.
age." Just do your thing, man. Live
Yeah,
your life.
do not-
You're still a young guy. Like, live your fucking life, dude.
Do not compare yourself to other people. That's the best thing because when you get to 30, you start to panic. And like,
Yeah.
dude, there's so much time left. Don't fucking panic. Just enjoy. Try to enjoy your 30s because most people do not. You know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Have fun.
it's actually a really great time.
Take it or leave it says, for your information, Born 1 through 3 writer was Andor's writer showrunner. I mean, are you going to finally take his nuts out of your mouth? I will watch Andor. God damn, dude. I will watch at least one episode. Holy fuck, dude. No, I'm kidding. I love you, man. Michael Parton says, I'm sticking with the Silent Hill games, 7% on RT. What's that mean?
I'm not sure. The Silent Hill games, there's no way the games are 7%. I think maybe talking about maybe the
No,
new
he's
movies is 7%.
Oh, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sticking with the Silent
Yeah.
Hill games, 7%. So he's saying that the new Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, it's hard to tell, man. I mean, Christoph Gans did the first movie, and it had some really great visuals. The story was kind of stupid, but like the visuals were great. So
The
I'm gonna
first
go on with
Silent
high
Hill
hopes.
movie, when I watched it, I was like, yeah, well, they got elements of it right, but overall, it was kind of dog shit.
Yeah,
Because it's like, this is not Silent Hill. And the second one was terrible. The third one was even worse.
yeah, and you can't trust Rotten Tomatoes anyway, you know. So I would say check it out for yourself.
Willie says, what did you rank Gone Baby Gone?
Totally missed it. I mean, I don't know how we missed it. Totally missed it. It's an all-timer. It's a fucking all-timer. It's a fucking amazing movie, dude.
Austin says, nice bandage, Mike.
Thanks,
Didn't know
Mike.
you were going pro with the baiting. Or you just an enthusiastic amateur who saw his first Girls Gone Wild infomercial.
This is so weird. It makes no sense to me at all, right? But
You do look like a guy that's taking it very seriously. Like a guy that was like, I play golf kind of like normal, on the weekends, but I got a bandage my hand for it.
Don't mind like the bruises and the cuts on my hand because that's just an old injury that like for some reason like I broke a glass with my hands and the cuts and the bruise never went away. It's not that. It's just my thumb. I get every time I play volleyball, I get a big golf ball right here, and I don't know why. So I'm trying to like. That's
Your
what
hand looks weird, dude.
I know it's all fucked up, man. It looks like
all
I fucking
swollen
fight
and
for a
like
living.
and like it looks like it needs blood.
Yeah, like this hand's
How
not
tight
nearly
is
as
that
swollen.
bandage wrapped? How tight is that bandage?
No,
wrapped?
dude, it looks way fucking worse. Here, look at this shit. I'll fucking show it to you. Look, just so you guys know I'm not full of fucking shit. I'm just trying to figure it out because it makes no sense. Every time, and this is the hand I broke and had to have like 2 surgeries on. So the hand's fucked up anyways.
I thought
But like
you're showing your volleyball friends like I've committed.
No, I'm just trying to get this fucking, and it's down. It's hard to see on the camera. It's way better. So the wrap's working. But this spot right here is, dude, it's a fucking, like my hands all, look at my hand. It's all fucking swollen and fucked up.
Yeah, it
It
looks
does that every
fat.
time I play volleyball. You
Yeah.
fat, shut up.
Your hand looks fat, and so
It's-
is your face.
I don't know. I don't get it. I'm
Your
just,
hand
it's
looks
getting
like
old
a
sucks,
fucking
dude.
sausage dairy. Nasty. It's fucking
Sausage
gross.
fingers.
It looks like a fucking sausage machine.
You can see it, dude. It's fucking weird. I don't know. I might
You're
be dying.
weird.
I'm
Well,
dying.
there you go. We have Lee the Machine also saying, Loomis, are you sure you ain't Stu Mocker, doctor? What the fuck? Did you change his diaper? I'm not sure. I sent a nice super chat at the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure I miss you both. Beautiful man. Read it. First off, Stu Mocker, you know what? If he had survived a goddamn TV landing on his face, he probably would be wearing a diaper because he would be stupid. His brain would be mush and made of goddamn cotton candy. He would have no goddamn sense of where he was at all. And I would not change his diapers, Lee. An orderly would change his diapers. And what being mean, and don't you ever again come on here and say, read it. Don't you dare question me or tell me what to do.
You did skip it. You missed it. You totally missed
I did not miss anything. I missed Lee being stupid. Fix your truck, idiot. We have Silent Eve. Somehow, Pyramid Head returned. Well,
Again.
yeah, but I think he's a figment of people's like that. Like that makes sense though. He's not like he is a real thing, but he's like he can always be resurrected from the fear or whatever. I don't know.
By the way, fuck you, Egg Shin. All right, I already have medical anxiety. It's like, could be a tumor. It might be a tumor.
No, dude, it's because you wrap the fucking thing 18 times around your hand.
It was way worse, dude. It was fucking, before I wrapped it, it was like out to here. But it only happens when I play sports and shit, so it's not a tumor.
Mike's
it's just
hand looks like Dave Thomas reaching for a fucking Biggie sandwich from Wendy's. Robin Barker says, Mike, you like the TCM's inspired Scream 7 poster?
Do.
Thanks for all you do. As someone who struggles with mental health, Wham keeps me from throwing in the towel. Jay, fucking learn to love Scream.
Yeah,
hey,
Jay.
fucking learn to love good movies, and I'll
Fucking
do that.
jerk.
I like the first one, so you
No,
can
dude,
win.
The Scream 7 poster's badass. When they released that shitty group poster, I literally said, let Creepy Duck do it. And then, like, days later, Creepy Duck came out with that TCM Scream poster, and it's fucking badass. I totally agree. And, buddy, Robin, Jay and I both do too. We both do too. And you guys do the same thing for us.
Hey, you guys are awesome.
We look forward to hanging out with you guys every week, and every week you guys show up. We always think, today's the day, no one's going to show up, and they're going to leave us in our
Yeah, you
underwear
guys
on the
turned
side of
out
the road.
in like force tonight.
Yeah.
You guys turned out in force tonight. I mean,
Thanks
it
to you.
definitely went downhill when we were reading super chats, but it always does that way. But
yeah,
hey, you guys were awesome. Tyler
Love you,
Mick
buddy.
and Turf says, have either of you boys ever gone down the rabbit hole about Tartia? I tag it's fascinating and now fully believe they really were the first civilization. Any rabbit holes either of you find fascinating? Love you both. That sounds familiar as shit. Tartia. I don't know where I've heard it before, but as far as rabbit holes go, Project Bluebeam, 100%. I've gone down rabbit holes talking about that. Atlantis, a million times. I've gone down multiple rabbit holes, multiple entries into the anus with that one. Ancient civilizations, there's Atlantis. I mean, yeah, dude, 100%. Like for me, I love that shit. Like that is what the internet was fucking built for, dude, is to find out wild shit like that and go down rabbit holes and to have that kind of experience. But yeah, absolutely. I love that shit.
Yeah, dude, I don't go to rabbit holes a lot. I really don't. I think my ADD just keeps me from it. I find it fascinating for like 20 minutes and I'm like, oh, well, it's probably a lie. And I just move on with my life. But I appreciate it when other people do for me so that I don't have to.
The worst rabbit hole I've ever been down in my life is the most documented man in internet history. He's got to be Chris Chan. Wow, dude. Don't ever go down this rabbit hole. I'm telling you, but yeah, you will. This guy, Chris Chan, dude. What a fucking travesty of a human being. he started out like late 90s, early 2000s, kind of like doing videos from his PS3, right? And people fucked with him. Like he was like an original lolcow, and they fucked with him and they made him do crazy shit. And like this guy has such a vile, wild adventure through the internet. If you get caught watching, there's a guy that goes around collecting all the shit that he's done. He's made like 40 or 50 fucking videos of this dude that are like an hour and a half long. That was the worst rabbit hole I ever got caught in, is watching this dude. Like this dude like was basically driven insane by the internet. Just driven insane. He was already autistic and he lived with his grandparents, and then these people got a hold of him, dude, and they just drove him fucking insane.
The deepest one of those I ever got into was the Mr. Beast stuff, because I just hate him so much. I think he's the fucking Antichrist. So when that stuff started, I watched
Mr. Beast is wild.
Yeah,
He's never had any scandals. He had a scandal or two, but never like Chris Chan is a totally different beast. But Michael Parton says, I hate embracing my inner Roger Ebert. No, you should
take that man in. Take him into your heart, Michael. And now we are at the Stream Elements point of the chit chat, patty whack, give your dick a bone. And appreciate you guys so much. By the way, if you guys don't know, there it goes. You can obviously send your super chats through Stream Elements, and YouTube doesn't take their 30%, as you guys probably all know by meow. Starting with Anonymous, who says, had a few gripes for the Bone Temple, loved the trailer and was hyped about it, saw the movie and was it was better than average horror, but making the Alpha curable and Jolly was cringe. He was the most menacing and scariest horror character recently since last year. I understand that. I was just really happy that they got back to just making a normal 28 Days Later movie. And that's what I would say to anybody thinking about going and watching it. It really gets away from the foo-foo high.
Is it a zombie movie? Is it a zombie movie?
No, it's not. That I will say it's not. It focuses on, but it has more of a 28 Days Later vibe than Years did, in my opinion. I thought it was great. Not perfect, but I thought it was great. Jake says, hey boys, Mike, you should get one package tomorrow and then the motherload on Friday, so be on the lookout. What do you think will be these Final Four football teams? As a Hawks fan, I wanted Bears, fuck the Rams, but I'm feeling good. Pats rematch. Look forward to the package, my friend. And you know what? We'll go down with these Final Four football teams. I think the Seahawks win, but it easily could be the Rams. But I'm going to go Seahawks. I think the Broncos may upset the Patriots. They don't have their quarterback, so it all depends on how Jared Stidham plays. All I know at this point, I want anything but a fucking Patriots Super Bowl. They're the luckiest fan group in the fucking world, and now they had the easiest road to the Super Bowl in history this year. Anything but a Patriots win, and I'm happy,
guys. Even
though I fucking hate Sean Payton, but I'm going for the Seahawks to win the whole thing.
I talked to my oracle the other night. Broncos win the Super Bowl.
Could happen. It could happen. But I think the NFC, whoever wins the NFC is my pick, will win the Super Bowl.
I think the Broncos win. I don't know.
Could happen. Depends on Stidham. Percy. Hey guys, what are your thoughts on the Sopranos episode Whitecaps? In my opinion, 3 top greatest episodes in the series. Also, who was right in Civil War, Steve or Tony? And why do you think the Snyderverse never made a return? I partly think Snyder was talking too much trash.
Fuck you, Percy. Every fucking time you come in here with multi-tier questions. Every fucking time. Goddamn, Whitecap specifically, that fucking episode? Dude, come on. I'm not a goddamn thesaurus. I don't know, or encyclopedia. I don't know that specific episode.
I'll say this. I remember the name. And in The Sopranos, if you remember the name, it had to be a super banger. So you're probably right. But Civil War, Steve or Tony, I'm going to go with Tony just because I like him more. And Steve's kind of a Boy Scout. Everything special about you came out of a bottle. And the Snyderverse never made a return, mostly not because Snyder talked too much trash, but because Warner Brothers, every single time Snyder did something right, it was them admitting they were wrong. And they were never going to do that. And Warner Brothers has fucked up 1,000 things over the years. And I think they really dicked him over. Whether you like those movies or not, they did him fucking wrong. His fucking daughter died, man. And they dicked him. So
I think that Steve was right. I think that if you want to go out and the whole argument with Civil War, as far as Marvel goes, is that Steve was like, I don't think that we should limit heroes shouldn't be property of the government of the country that they're residing in to be sent out to wars to put out. Like the idea of a vigilante or a hero is like just doing what they think is right or doing what is good. and Tony wanted them to basically be employed by the government. And he was like, "No, that's not what it." And also turn in your fucking ID and like be identified, and kept track on that. That's what Steve was fighting against was the freedom that you would have to go out and do the right thing. And then as far as Snyder, yeah, what Mike said, I don't think Snyder was talking trash. I think Snyder just wanted to do his own thing. He was like, "No, you're not going to control me and say this is what the studio thinks that we should do to sell fucking toys. No, fuck you. I'm a fan of this material. I want to give fans what they want." I think he was a fan first and then a businessman after, and I think that's what got him canceled.
I agree with this. I do. Anonymous says, best part of the Bone Temple, the shot of Alfred Sampson's coming out of the bus all bloody with that shiny red schlong glistening in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. I also think Evil Samson would destroy Michael Myers. And what's scary is Samson isn't the only alpha, remember? It's impossible to say because Jamie Lee Curtis's character survived Michael. So you always got to take those with a grain of salt.
You're also going to say which version of Michael.
Right. Yeah.
So
Rob Zombie Michael fucks him up.
Well, no, I mean, Supernatural Michael fucks him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like toe to toe, his big dong is going to give him all sorts of leverage against, Rob Zombie's Michael.
And you're right. They do really focus on Samson and kind of forget the other alphas for a little bit in that movie. It'll be interesting to see. Dude, they set up the third movie so fucking good. Oh, my God.
Keep reading. I got to go pee again. I'll be right back.
Okay. Percy's back. He says, what I'm referred to as 2019 Zack Snyder was sitting on a panel talking about fans living in a dream world when they criticized his Batman for killing, if I remember correctly. I think it rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way and some fans checked out. To be fair, dude, I mean, like, he got so much shit for those movies. I don't think there's a single human being on Earth that wouldn't have retaliated in some way. Look at James Gunn. I mean, he's pontificating on the internet about any fucking Twitter post that comes through, arguing with fans and shit like that. I think it's just being human, Percy. But I get where you're coming from. Percy also says, could a prime Rocky Balboa survive the Kumite and win? What's your best story, party? Mine is we're at this girl's house and this senior comes through and we hid in the closet and recorded while he put it down. Oh my God. I think that's illegal. Who wins Batman versus Boba Fett? Batman wins versus Boba Fett. Easy, in my opinion. Rocky Balboa would not win the Kumite. He doesn't have enough leg power. Those guys had enough. They had other shit going on. You know what I mean? But he would do good because he's a fighter. But what's Rocky gonna do when Van Damme drops to the splits and punches him in the dick? Best party story ever. I'm just gonna go with the first one off the top of my head, where Jay's brother's girlfriend was house sitting for an extremely rich man. I mean, this guy he had posters of him all over the house winning races in Newsweek and shit. And it was the coolest house I've ever been in. And we had like 40 people over and had a huge party in this house. And it was crazy. And at some point in the night, we were running around covered in whipped cream, fighting and wrestling. And like, at one point, I tried to break a bottle over my own head just because I saw it in the movies and saw if it could be done. I let like 10 dudes punch me in the arm to see if I could take it and could take it, but then woke up with a bunch of bruises all over my arm. The people found a condom in their bed and she got in a bunch of trouble. And it was the craziest party I've ever been to in my life. So I'd say that one for sure. It was fucking wild, dude. And we had a freestyle rap contest. I don't think I've ever drank that much. They had an entire garage that was nothing but liquor. I've never seen anything like it. Some people shouldn't be allowed in rich people's homes. Big Monk and Nuts. Why stop at just Stu? I could see this franchise using other killers from previous Scream movies and appear before Sydney like a Force ghost and give her the power to overcome whatever killer that's trying to split her in half. No more Force ghosts, Big Monkey Nuts. I agree they could pull out other killers, but no more Force ghosts. We ended that with Billy. Even though he wasn't a Force ghost, he was in her psychotic mind. So that's
gay.
Unfair. Shut up, bitch! Matt says, fellas, I turned 33 on Monday, so I'm finally the same age as Jesus. In honor of that, I was just wondering what Lewis and Chalice's favorite Bible verses or stories were.
If you fuck with me, I give you eye for eye.
By the way, I was 16 or something when that party happened.
That
so
was the
don't
Old
judge me for it.
Testament. Yeah, God basically said, he was like, hey, you Canaanites, you fuck with me, I destroy your city. Let my people go. What Moses said. They said no. Moses said, okay, I'll go talk to my boss now. God said, you tested, and now you're done. I like that.
I never read the Bible, but I've been in many hotel rooms. And one time I used the pages of it to roll a joint, a spliff, because this girl I was into was really into weed. And the Bible pages are super thin, so you can use them as a rolling paper. That's actually a true story, by the way. My friends and I, on the way to an Incubus concert when we were 17, forgot the rolling papers in the car, and someone had a Bible, so we used it for rolling papers. And I'm
You're a
definitely going to
disgusting
hell.
piece of shit.
I'm definitely going to hell. That's going to happen. Just back. Scary story. My uncle and friends were water skiing early 2003, and my uncle saw a huge shadow when he was skiing. Then his friend went next, and a huge bump knocked him underwater. The water turned all red, and they saw two great whites, and his friend was gone. Your uncle, Joseph Jospa, I hate to say this, he's a fucking liar. There's way too many things going on in that story.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I don't know. What are you, R.L. Stein? What the fuck is that?
Anonymous said, coming from Pittsburgh, Philly is trash. Sorry, Jay. No,
No, it's not. I'm not a Philly. I'm not a Philly guy. My wife
Fuck
is,
Philly.
Yeah. It's weird too because I've asked her about, how do you all feel about Pittsburgh? I think Pittsburgh fans are also they can be trashy too, but Philly's like in a different level. With how they treat like opposing teams that come to their stadium. Like I'm talking about full fucking like hardcore like giant mounds of beer that like cans that they'll chuck at them. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can argue Phillies fans need to get their shit together. Big Monkey Nuts says, it's nice to see you guys drinking again. You both look happier.
That's what you need.
That's fucked up.
That's what you need.
That's fucked up, dude.
I never gave up. I just don't drink on the off hours. I don't drink on the off hours. I just drink to hang out with you guys. Like I look at you guys and like Mike and hanging out here live streaming is like the show Cheers, where everyone knows your name. You just come to the bar and you hang out with dudes. And
I just had to reset the liver a little bit. I had to take 8 days. I'm drinking less overall, anyways, just because that's probably a good idea. Immortal says, caught the stream a little late. Everyone getting this storm. Stay safe and stay warm. Much love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
We got that shit coming in on Saturday, which thank God that Patreon stream, we got that like the weekend after this coming weekend.
Yeah,
because this weekend's fucked. This weekend's bad. Like in Kentucky on Saturday, it's going to be like, apparently we're going to have like an Andre Lenoge, Storm of the Century, Stephen King. Just give me what I want and I'll go away kind of moment. So.
But I tell you, man, these fucking news sites, they overplay this shit constantly to sell. They want people watching. So they over dramatize it all the time. Normally I'm right about this. I might be wrong. But we definitely stocked up on firewood, dude. I just don't want to lose fucking power. Losing power is
that's the
worst.
That is the fucking worst, dude. When you lose power, guys, you're like, fuck it. I guess I'll just go be a goddamn caveman now. I'll go out and hunt my food.
But be safe out there, guys. Be fucking safe. Prepare
yourself. Johnny Cage is on the way.
Whatever the fucking Johnny Cage is here to stay.
Prepare yourself. Mortal Kombat's here to stay. Prepare yourself. Johnny, Mortal Kombat all the way.
That's what it is. Tiffany, good to see you. Says, hey guys, how are you? I'm going to vent because it snows nonstop in Buffalo and the football team fucking shit the bed. So with this being said, I'm going to send you guys 10 inches of snow next time I send a package, even though I know Jay really would prefer another animated Exorcist Reagan.
No,
hopefully
Tiffany,
she's talking about cocaine.
Take that shit and put it back in your store and keep it there. I'm not going to take it. So if you send it, that's dumb. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit in my house. I don't want that shit around me. I don't believe in Pazazu. So fuck you. I don't want it.
That shit would be, I wonder, like, if you sent it in like a true cold weather, how much of snow would survive. I don't know. I love you, Tiffany. Austin says, true story. When I was like 15, I had a boil the size of a baseball just inside the top of my ass crack.
Damn.
It was brewing for a week till Easter. Then there was no pews left in church, and I had to sit in the steel folding chair, splat, and Jesus wept. Good God, man.
Fuck, dude. Was that like a fucking excerpt from the unreleased Hellraiser director's cut? That's disgusting. It's
Dear
disgusting,
Jesus,
Austin.
fuck.
There are things called inside voices, and we should have used it right there.
I'm so sorry that you lived through that.
That's nasty, dude.
Jake says, got a new TV and soundbar for Christmas. Yeah, soundbars for Christmas are elite. Want to watch something sick on it. Should I watch Mission Impossible Fallout or Interstellar? Can you think of something else that could be sick? That's a great question.
I mean, Interstellar would be great with a great soundbar. That would be great. I listen, if you're gonna say no, and I understand, but just give it a chance. Give it a chance. Let it brew for a second in your brain before you say no. Lord of the Rings, okay? Just let it think. Let it brew a little bit in your mind. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. That, I think, would be amazing with a great soundbar. Okay?
No.
Shut
Godzilla.
the fuck up!
Put on your favorite Godzilla movie and let that bitch roar. And
That's a good one, too. I'm not going to lie. But Lord of the Rings.
Percy says, to add to my Snyder comment, in many ways, I don't blame him. He wanted to do something different, and I get that, but I think his mistakes was saying fans in general. He should have said certain section of fans, but also best teenage stories. You know, I get it. I do get it. But compare him to what James Gunn is doing. Anytime anybody questions him, it seems like he responds in a tweet or whatever. So, and everybody's okay with that. And I think Snyder he got more hate than maybe anybody alive at the time. You know, he got a lot of hate. So I'd have been way worse. I'd have been fighting people in the street.
Yeah, we talked about this at length. I think Snyder was one of those guys that was a problem child for a lot of studios because he was like, I respect the material too much to be like, I'm going to ignore huge swaths of it just to make corporate happy. And so he went on his, like, he was a fan. I 1000%, dude. I think that Snyder was a fan of the material. And I think the studios were like, you're not a corporate guy. You know, we can't really put you in a box to make you do what we want you to do. And I think that's really what happened with Snyder. I think that Snyder was too much of a fan for his own good, which is sucky because I would have loved to have seen what his universe would have looked like if it had played out. I think that if you'd had a different president of Warner Brothers at the time that believed in what he was doing and had his back and wasn't constantly fighting him, to be more like Marvel, which, let's be honest, that's what Warner Brothers was doing. They were trying to suck the dick of the Mickey Mouse, and they wanted to be like Marvel. And they were like, "You're not big like Marvel." And he was like, "I'm my own man." And
I fight for me.
I'm like, dude, how are you gonna look at Joss Whedon's Justice League?
Yeah.
The main character in Justice League is Cyborg, which, by the way, that actor did an incredible job. And they cut out all of that to make room for like a quick, like popsicle movie that was all cotton candy on the outside, like a Marvel movie. And it was terrible. Everyone fucking hated it. And when Zack Snyder got a chance to put together his movie, you could see the true vision behind what he wanted to do. And then they're going to be like, well, yeah, but you know, it was 4 hours long and that never would have worked in the theater. And it was a director's cut. But if he had a chance, he would have been able to edit that down, but still it would have been well superior to whatever Whedon was doing. Anyway.
Agreed. I agree. Percy says, for me, the best story is me and this dude got high with these hot girls and things got hot and heavy and things happened. And I remember playing Dirty Truth and Dare with a bunch of hot girls, and that was interesting. X-Men versus Justice League. I take the X-Men.
Percy, you're crazy. You crazy dog.
Sounds like a good time. Sounds like
Justice League. Justice League mops the fucking floor with X-Men and wipes their goddamn ass with Cyclops' fucking optic visor.
As far as who wins, yes, but my personal preference is you get the Justice League and their own separate characters. It's led by Batman and Superman. I'm more interested in the X-Men versus.
Well, I think that the Justice League overall is unbeatable. It's unbeatable.
Yeah,
dude.
I agree.
You literally have Superman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Batman, Wonder Woman. You're fucked.
Yeah, those are facts when it comes to a fight. Jake says, "Shit, boys. I also haven't watched Justice League, Man of Steel, or Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse rocks shit too, by the way. So if you were me, in what order would you watch these? Interstellar, Mission Impossible, Fallout, Justice League, Man of Steel, Into the Spider-Verse. Real quick, I would say fucking watch Fallout because goddamn, that's a great fucking action movie. Wet your whistle with a little bit of intellectual stuff with Interstellar, then." I would say watch Man of Steel, then Justice League, and then just go into a little fun animation happy times with Into the Spider-Verse. But there's no wrong order. Those are all great fucking films.
Interstellar, Man of Steel, Justice League, Spider-Verse, Fallout. There you go. Have a good time.
Fallout's fucking awesome, dude. It's the best action movie since T2. Mr. Nicker says, "Hi, Wahlberg, Feldman, and Loomis. I hope you've been well, but I need advice on a personal matter. I gave my roommate a prolapse, and I don't know what to do. Her thing's flopping everywhere like an accordion, and it's really slippery. Can you guys help, please? What's a pro? Ew.
This one, your butthole comes out
Oh,
of
yeah.
your anus flops out of your cheeks.
That's fucking disgusting, man. I'm a fucking Christian. I'm a Catholic priest. I've been in a lot of fucking movies. I've never seen something as disgusting as what she just said. I swear to God, if you come to me with that shit, I'm gonna beat you to death in the quarter pounder. Like a fucking Puerto Rican, like I took his fucking beer. I switched from Wahlberg into Matt Damon at some point. I don't know what happened. Quarter beer?
I'll tell you this, man. You're never invited to my party ever. You're disgusting. You're so nasty. You gave your friend a prolapse, and then you're talking about trying to do in the butt or something. It's no. You're part of the wolf pack. I don't even want to talk to you. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Hire a lawyer and get far, far away from his house. Protect yourself. You're also a nasty asshole. I don't like that.
Charles would just say that. I've done a lot of fucked up things, and that's disgusting. You should be more gentle on the beehole.
I never thought like doing impressions at all, or even really shitty impressions of any characters, was one day going to turn into like, hey, be Eddie Murphy from The Nutty Professor and do that. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do my best.
Lord Dogtown says, been a Creeper fan since 2018. Question, Prime versus Prime. Sex symbol versus sex symbol. Jamie Lee Curtis or Sharon Stone?
Ooh.
Sharon Stone, bro. Sharon fucking Stone.
Jamie Lee Curtis, no Sharon
qualms.
Stone. She's not Sharon Stone.
No Sharon Stone.
Yeah, dude, Sharon Stone is like the bee's knees. As far as a sex, I never looked at Jamie Lee Curtis as a sex symbol, even though she was hot as fuck in True Lies. God damn, that dance. Woo-wee. We like to record it and we like to think about it and talk about it. Sharon Stone was the ultimate sexual.
Yeah, that's the one. Tess Tickler, the Tush Tickler, says, I'm a guy who was caught meat beating at Rascal Flatts concert.
No, you weren't.
Now you know someone famous. Oh, and Loomis, sorry for clogging your toilet, bud. And Chalice, stop spying on me while I mow my lawn. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You know, I thought that the piece of shit was you. But no, it was the goddamn turd in the toilet that wouldn't flush because you left it in there. You're a disgusting skank. You are a skankosaurus from the Jurassic period. You testickler. You goddamn disgusting asshole. Don't you ever come back to my house and say you need to pee and then you just poop and leave the poop in my toilet, clogging it. Disgusting human being.
The reason I'm not, listen, and I have to do this in bars a lot because women are like, why are you staring at me? And I'm not. The truth is that I'm so hungover because I had 7 hookers in a G-string party last night. And I'm so fucking hungover that the only way I can feel alive again is to sit in the window and feel the sun pound off my face. And you just happen to be sitting there fat mowing your fucking lawn. And I'm staring into the ether trying to figure out how I'm ever going to face my kids again after the disgusting shit I did last night. And you just happen to be there. But also, you look really good with your shirt off, sweaty and covered. And then I start thinking about that. But then when I disappear, that's me jerking off to the thoughts of possibly mowing your lawn, meaning your butt.
You sound like a character in Secret Garden. As I sat there with the sun streaming off my face. We got some... well, no, we're not done.
That does it for Stream Elements. However,
Stream Elements are done. We have, by the way, we're going on 3 hours, 13 minutes. We're trying to get through it. Okay.
You guys are too good to us. God damn it. We hate
Lee the Machine Bowers. Thank you so much, dude. Says, Loomis, I seen you at a coffee shop trying to an Asian tea, but they were only out. I seen you throw a temper tantrum. I make my own Asian tea, Lee. So you didn't see shit. You're a liar. You're hallucinating. What you're doing is reacting to the cocaine in your system. You're saying shit. Stop doing the cocaine. I was not at a coffee shop. I don't go to Starbucks gay. I don't do that.
Starbucks game.
DJ Graham says, sometimes when I go on Google, I'll see random movie news pop up, and there's rumors that apparently after 16 years, we might be getting a sequel to The Crazies. It's on the CBR website.
I'll take it.
That's
Crazies.
The Crazies was really good. It was a good movie. But I wonder, did Timothy Oliphant die at the end? I don't remember. It's been a minute.
I think he survived. I think that shit was blowing up behind them and he survived. That would be dope as fuck. I'd take it.
Michael Parton, Jay, you excited for the Conjuring First Communion? Fuck no, dude. After what they've done, I think that we should leave it alone. Let the Conjuring rest in the ground for a minute. Let's think about it. Let's figure out what we need to do first going forward. But
yeah. Oh, now we're doing a prequel, so they're gonna fucking CW the fuck out of an already CW ass pansy ass fucking horror franchise. It's gonna be dog shit.
We have Byron Hansen, Slashing Castles, wearing a Wham jumper.
Hell yeah, I didn't even know we had a fucking jumper.
Where'd you get that shit from? Big Mucky Nut says, "Hey gang, I'm going to watch the Lord of the Rings extended cuts. Yeah, dude, this weekend at my local theater for the first time, and I'm mad excited too. That sounds awesome. I actually bought the DVDs, the extended cut, and I watched all of it, dude. I watched the extended cut 1 through 3, and then I watched the director's commentary 1 through 3, and I felt good. I felt accomplished. You are gay as fuck. Suck Frodo's dick every day of the week.
That doesn't make sense.
It does make sense, actually, because you're scared of a hobbit's wiener. We have Robert Valgard says, "Stiddy up, go Broncos." I'm rooting
this weekend.
I'm
hell
rooting
yeah. Fuck the Patriots and their stupid Patriots if
the Broncos win, is it the first time they've won since like 98 or 99? Because remember they won back to back with Elway.
Yeah. No, they won
90s.
one with Peyton Manning. They won one with Peyton Manning after that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Because they beat shitty Cam Newton. So they have one since then. Yeah, I don't want them to win because I hate Sean Payton, but I do want them to beat the Patriots.
Yeah. Well, that's the show, guys.
That's the fucking show.
We're 16 minutes over the limit, but hey, it's always a good time hanging out with you guys. Holy shit, what a great fucking time. And my camera didn't go out and there was no rants.
No.
We like that. It's good.
No. Fucking amazing. You guys are so fucking amazing to us that we can't even complete a stream within 3 hours because you guys bring the thunder. You wanted the thunder. Now you got it. And that's fucking you guys. You guys are the fucking best, man. We love you all so fucking much. Thank you.
Well, next week, again, every Wednesday.
If we're alive.
Well, yeah. But every Wednesday we do this every Wednesday. But we also throw in some sidewinders in there. There might be an extra stream or something that pops up. We never know.
Yeah, I think we need to squeeze one extra stream into this month for sure. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for our dicks in your butts.
See you guys.
Oh wait, Lee said, "Lewis Chalice, what do you think of the Oscar, the Grouch unibrow?"
From you?
I'd fuck it. I'd fuck it.
You look like a magic carpet skid marking over your forehead. I don't like it. Shave that shit.
Good night.
Bye,
Dark
guys.
Continent. We love you guys.